straight to the top, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time. You don't know anything about the Macho Man Randy Savage and where I'm coming from. Because it's mind-boggling to you, yeah.
You drive down the side of the road. You see two guys on the side of the road in a heck of a fight. You want to pull over and see what's going to happen, right? And there's a big guy and a little guy. And that big guy is wailing on that little guy. And you're like, boy, he's getting a shit kicked out of him. But that big guy, he looks too big for me, so I'm not going to mess with this. But then, because you're a human, and it's human nature, the little guy comes up off the shoulder of the road and starts firing back. And the big guy's getting the shit kicked out of him. And then you're going, yeah, hit him again. Because you get with, you don't know who these people are. But you see it, you get with it. Now imagine if you know that little guy, who he is, and that you like him, and that he's your hero, and that big guy, what a prick he is. He's an asshole. He says horrible things to everybody. I hope he gets the shit kicked out of him. Now, instead of just driving down the road and stopping, you might want to pay $5 or $10 or whatever it is to see that fight, to see whether the little guy can kick the shit out of the big guy and get even for you. That's wrestling.
From Montreal to Memphis, parlez-vous français? Tell all the girls the Rouges are on their way. They don't like heavy metal, they don't like rock and roll, but all they like to listen to is Barry Manilow. They're all American boys, all American boys, all American boys. They're all American boys.
Well, Trey, you and I take a week off from doing the show, and there's more news that dropped, and boy, oh boy, it's a big old doozy.
It's a lot of shit that happened within the last week here, guys. And let's see where it goes.
Yeah, let's see how all this pans out. Boy, we have a lot to cover today. But real quick, let's get to the chat, and I think there's no better way just to start off the show. Anthony, good to see you. I think you're
What
a
up,
new
Anthony?
viewer. Appreciate it.
Yeah, what
Thank
up?
you for being here. Jack, what's up, Jack? Good to see you. Okay, so let's get into it. Let me get the stuff ready to go. So yesterday was kind of a somber day, I guess you can say, because, you know, we had Hulk Hogan's 1 year anniversary of his passing, and Cultaholic made a really ill joke towards Hulk Hogan. Let me try to find it. Here we go. This really had me grinding my gears. Trey, I'm gonna let you go off first before I do, because this, to me, I thought this was just really fucking tacky. Okay, well, Trey's on mute. I'll go live. I'll go. Okay, so
All right, sorry about that. I'm back.
Okay, no, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, Trey. Go ahead.
On this day in 2025, Hulk Hogan passed away. Despite dying on 24/7, however, he never held the WWE 24/7 championship. What the fuck is this tweet?
Yeah, this was so. I don't know who thought this was like. I don't know if this is like some British humor. Like, I'm just gonna keep it real. Nothing against the Brits, but like the British humor and the American humor is vastly different.
Yeah.
And I don't understand it at all, dude. The dude's not here no more. And again, I made the tweet and I said that. I don't even know if my comment will show up here. Hold on, let's look. Yeah, oh yeah, there's Trey's comment. I didn't see that. Yeah, I just thought this was really bad taste, man. The guy wasn't perfect, but it's just, dude, what are we doing? Just, it's not in good taste at all. The dude's dead. Like,
he's been dead for a year, man. Like, can we just let the man rest?
again, he wasn't perfect. The guy did some really stupid shit inside and outside of the ring, with the whole stuff he said about African American people, right? I think we all can agree that was really, 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 really stupid for what he said. But he wasn't perfect. But they, if you wouldn't know it, you would think these guys, they're comparing this dude to like O.J. Simpson
Benoit.
or Charles Manson or some shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Benoit.
Like, yeah, Benoit, and it's just like this is so. I think this is so goofy, dude.
We were gonna cover it, chat, but something else came. Was it the Russo video last week came up, or the Maven video?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, but we're gonna cover this. This guy, you may know the channel. It's like In the Clutch, kicking with Ross or whatever. He did a video about Hulk Hogan's lies again. It's like, why is that relevant?
Yeah, it's just like the dude's gone. He can't defend himself. The wound for his family's still fresh. Even though I have a problem with some of his family members, like Nick Hogan, I think he's a piece of shit. But again, it's just one of those things where it's like, I'm not gonna put that publicly. That's my personal opinion. I didn't tweet that out or anything like that. It's just, my God, man, what are we doing? Have we really fallen this far as a society? Like, everyone thinks it's cool just to fucking rip on people when they're dead on Twitter.
Yeah, well, it's dumb too, because even the lies thing, like, why is that relevant? And he tried to argue with me and say like, oh, well, but they made a doc. Well, that was an official doc by an official company with money.
Yeah.
You're a dude in your room covering stories from how many years ago at this point?
Yeah, dude, it's so bad. I just think it's not even worth our time. Like, I don't even think it's worth our time, even like going back to Hogan's, white lie. Well, white lies, big time lies. He's saying he's going to be, the bass player for Metallica. I think he said he was going to be at one point.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Hulk. Like, like that. But we did that when he was alive. Like, we didn't do that when he passed on. But real quick, Anthony's question. Trey, you want to read that quick? Because I do not have my cheaters on.
Yeah. I have a question. I understand it's under their Twitter account, but sometimes it could be hacked as someone do something like this. But I'm not making an excuse. I'm just asking a question. Yeah, I mean, it could be that, but I don't think it's hacked personally, Anthony.
I don't think they were hacked, man. I think this was they never did a retraction at all. The tweet's still up there. So I think if this was a hacked tweet, they would have taken this down by now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think they would have still kept it up. I think they're really proud about this tweet. Either way, either it's positive or negative for them, they're getting traction. Even though, we're talking about it, seeing how bad it is, we're still giving them publicity. You know what I mean? Like, it's just.
And I've never liked these British limey fucks. I won't say what I said in the tweet, but I've never liked these guys. I've always hated Cultaholic. These fucking limey British fucks. That always just guzzle the cock of Tony Khan. I've never liked Cultaholic.
Well, you see, these guys came from Walt Culture Pro Wrestling, the old YouTube channel. Half of them did, and that's why I'm like, okay, that they left because apparently, like, Walt Culture on YouTube was not doing that great. Like, they were doing like cuts, and they said, okay, well, we're going to leave and we're going to start our own channel. They did, or company channel, whatever the case may be. They did it. I watched them back in the day because I used to watch the Adam versus Adam sketches on the old What Culture YouTube channel with Adam Bachidi and Adam Blampier. Which Adam Blampier, that's a different story for a different time. But I don't know, dude. I just found this to be really, really ill taste. I don't understand why that we still have to talk shit about Hogan. Like I said, he's gone. Was it right what he did when he was here? No, he was not a perfect man. He was not some holier than thou person either. But it's just like the dude's gone. Just stop.
And also, Cultaholic, he wouldn't have a job if Hogan wasn't around and made the business for what it is.
Yeah, that's what I put in the tweet. I'm like, regardless of how you feel about Hogan, if it wasn't for him revolutionizing the business, we wouldn't be on this platform talking about it.
He's one of the few wrestlers that had 2 peaks within 10 years.
Yeah.
That's a rarity, dude, where you get 2 peaks. And when I mean peaks, I mean, obviously the initial golden era peak, but then Hollywood Hogan.
Yep. And that's exactly what it is, Anthony, too, man. That's what exactly it is. It's just, man. I'm glad we're not like
politics. They don't like his politics. And that's what I mean. Like, someone like Hogan, like you said, revolutionized the business to where a lot of y'all fucks wouldn't even be talking about wrestling if it wasn't for him.
Yeah. It's like me and Trey. Just like me and Trey, we don't get political on this channel at all. We stay away from politics as far as we can because we don't want that to be in, on our podcast. But like me and Trey, we are not fans of Mick Foley. Not because it's politics. I just think Mick Foley shit all around.
Shit. Yeah.
So yeah, you can, like I said, you don't have to like a person. Like I'm not telling you have to like Hulk Hogan, but I'm just saying show some respect, have some reverence for the dead. He's not.
I mean, we like CM Punk, and
yeah,
this political I'm gonna get. I don't agree with his politics. I'll just keep it at that.
Yeah.
And I like CM Punk, so it's not a political thing for me. Never has been.
Yeah, that's fine too, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's factual. Mick's the fucking hypocrite.
Yeah, it's very redundant. Excuse me. What Foley? I hit the wrong button. Yeah, it's just very redundant from Foley. He is definitely a hypocrite. Oh boy. But you know who else I thought was kind of funny, Trey? I found this video, and speaking about like, I don't want to say that. This guy's playing the race card, and this guy has me dying laughing. Like, I'm just gonna share my screen. This guy, right?
Yeah.
I'm calling out JR. I'm gonna let the video play out. Again, for context, we're gonna let the video play out, but no, this is not what JR is talking about. But this is the type of people that hate Hulk Hogan so much they think everything's just like this, man. Oh God, I'm just gonna play it real quick.
Every time a black person brings up a black wrestler getting treated wrong in the wrestling world.
Oh wait a minute, it's not even playing.
It's not about race.
Hang on, I apologize. Give me a minute.
It's not scary.
Yeah. Give me a minute. Yeah, let me restart that. StreamYard. Okay, so I don't look like a complete idiot right here. StreamYard has changed a lot of things since we last time we used this last week. They did a big update, so everything's out of place.
It's out of whack.
Yeah, it's not in sync anymore. Like everything that was once before was there, they've moved it. So I don't know what's going on, but here we go again. All right, take two.
Yeah.
Every time a black person brings up a black wrestler getting treated wrong in the wrestling world, y'all always quick to tell us it's not about race. But here we have Jim Ross, someone who a lot of us looked up to as one of the greatest commentators to ever do it, is currently being racist on his podcast. JR believes that WWE does not have a single white hot star right now in the company when addressing the low tickets. So because WWE doesn't have a white meat star that's popping right now, it's because the ticket sales low? Is it not because of the fucking horrible booking? Is it not because of that? Is it not because they're doing the same repetitive shit for the last few months? Is it not because of that? Nah, it's not. It's because we don't have no white stars that's freaking popping right now. What type of bullshit is this, bro? I'm sorry. They tried to build Braun Breaker as this next main event star who has the potential to do it. But being that he was part of the vision with Seth Rollins, who would go on to fake an injury just to get injured, and then it kicked Seth Rollins out the group, had this group right here with these four, just for Bronson Reed to get injured. And then not too long after, a couple months later, we got to see Logan Paul get injured. Why? All because of Seth Rollins. Hey, man, Braun Breaker eventually will become a world champion in the future. Right now, he needs a lot more experience and build up to finally get that main event title on his waist. But seeing JR say shit like this is crazy. Seeing JR say something like this is crazy. But at least he know that the black wrestlers in WWE are doing their thing. Oba Femi, feuding with Brock, King of the Ring, next world champion after Roman. Trick Williams, United States champion, doing his thing on SmackDown, being pretty entertaining, messing with it. We even got to see him compete at WrestleMania. Devon Evans doing his thing, making a name for himself on Monday Night Raw. It's cool to see him on the main roster doing his thing because he deserves to be there. Carmelo Hayes, former United States champion, doing his thing too. It's amazing to see. But before you ever come back in my comment section telling me that race doesn't have nothing to do with wrestling, make sure you remember what JR said. The ticket sales is low at SummerSlam because there's no white talent getting pushed. The fuck out my face.
This dumb, I won't say what I said offline. I'm going to PC myself here. This dumb motherfucker, for one, here's the thing. I don't even fully agree with what JR said because Oba's white hot right now. but because what he's talking about is white hot, like meaning he is hot right now, not white hot as in white, like the race. You stupid fuck. Oh my God.
Yeah, when I saw that, dude, I'm just like, bro, this has got nothing to do with race. Like, go back to like the '80s, right? White. God, see, I'm fucking up again, right? Good Lord, you go back and look at Hogan in the '80s. Hogan was white hot. It had nothing to do with his skin color. It was all about popularity and how the asses he was bringing into to the arenas, dude. My God.
Stone Cold.
Yeah, prime example, Austin, the Attitude Era. Austin was bringing people in droves. Just in droves, and of people.
The Rock was white hot, and he's not a white man.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with race. It's all about popularity. But these type of people in the IWC are this stupid. They think everything's about race. My God.
These are the type of people that say the fucking retarded shit about Hogan.
I totally agree with that, Anthony. Totally agree with that.
He didn't even understand what JR is trying to say there. And when he said one of the greatest, I'm like, he is the greatest commentator.
Yeah, this guy's like telling like, oh, JR's one of. Now, a lot of people's mind JR is the best, but like, don't tell me you watched Gordon Stoley. Don't tell me you watched Lance Russell. Come on, bro. You do not.
You probably didn't even see Bobby Heenan. You probably didn't even see Bobby Heenan. You probably didn't even see Mike Tenay from WCW and TNA. Fuck off, bro. They are racist. You fucking moron.
That's the only thing it is right there, Anthony. That's it. Everything's just always plain victimhood. I'm just gonna keep it real. It's the truth. Like everything's victimhood on the IWC. Just like the whole Janelle Grant Vincent Mann story, which is coming up soon, ladies and gentlemen. So stay tuned for that.
I'm gonna be going off on that, guys. Keep on waiting.
Keep on waiting, everybody, because it's coming up. So. Oh boy, let me see what else we got here. Trey, what else do you want to cover? Do you want to cover Bianca telling everyone what she said last week about her comments she made?
Yeah, we can talk about Bianca Bel-Air.
Okay, so let's talk about Bianca. Okay, now this to me, and I saw this last week. We were not live, sadly. We had stuff to come up, so we couldn't do it. But Bianca Belair was asked a question. I don't know if this was on Instagram or Twitter. I could be wrong here. But someone asked a question. Trey, do you want to read that tweet out? Let me get full scale it real quick so you can...
All right, I got it. Yeah, thank you.
There you go.
Bianca Belair says she doesn't watch a lot of WWE. If I watch, I get the itch and I miss it. I kind of only watch my hubby and turn it off. I watch my girlies from time to time. This is on IG, Instagram.
Okay.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah, so she made that comment. Plus, she is pregnant right now, right? She's pregnant with her first kid, which, by the way, congratulations.
Congratulations, yeah.
Now, she said that comment, and then she posted, this is a few months back, but this is a picture of her her knuckle from last year's match in that triple threat against Rhea and Io Sky. That's her finger still.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. Sadly, I think she might be done.
Yeah, I'm starting. Yeah, if it still looks like that now, and it's been over a year, that's not good.
I mean, we're not going to be like Jonathan Coachman telling everyone that she's getting her finger amputated.
We're not going to say that, but
no,
this doesn't look good though.
Yeah, because like I don't want her to be done. Like I genuinely like watching
and if
Bianca.
She's done, and then that means we never got that one-on-one Rhea Bianca match in their prime.
That too, but also too, that's a big hit in the women's division, dude.
That's a big hit. She's one of the goats of this industry in the women's division right now. Her, Rhea, and I'll throw Io in there right now. Becky, right? She's up there with those women.
Yeah.
And it's like,
and I think there's some matches still. I think there's some matches that people still want to see, like her and AJ Lee, her and Sol Ruca.
Her and Lyra.
Yeah, Lyra. I could see that.
Rhea's the big one.
Yeah, Rhea.
Like very much. Stephanie.
Jade. She never wrestled against Jade. Well, there was that.
JC Jane.
Yeah.
Now that she's on the main, even Blake Monroe. Now that she's on the main roster, it's like
Blake Monroe, Zarya. When she comes up the main roster,
Kendall Gray.
Yeah, Kendall Gray. Yeah, yeah, Kendall Gray is great. Yeah, she is freaking fantastic.
Kendall Gray is probably she's in my top 5 female or women right now, I would say. She's up there right now. Even though I don't watch NXT like that, she's definitely one I do watch for, though.
Yeah, dude. Oh, God. Yeah.
But Bianca would be a massive loss. Because, like you said, there's still a lot of matches left on the table, right? Like, that. I'm hoping, maybe crazy shit happens and maybe next year. But I don't know, man. If her finger's still looking like this now, and we're in July 2026?
Yeah, and that happened last year in, what was that, March?
April.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't want her to be done. Genuinely, I miss watching Bianca right now on TV. So.
And I wanted to see that heel turn. I want to see a heel Bianca Bel-Air, dude. I think there's a lot you could do with that.
Okay, real quick. Jack says you can. Oh, what up, Tommy? Good to see you, man. Jack says you can just chop it off.
Oh my God! Goddamn, Jack! Fucking it.
Jack watches Jonathan Coachman confirmed. Okay, hold on. Trey, you want to read that real quick?
Yeah, guys, I feel women's wrestling as a whole has been suffering in both companies, not just Anthony. Okay. I guess before I get to
there's
that
more
point.
to this real quick. Sorry,
I think WWE starting to build young talent up in the pipeline that they can call up eventually, so people like Rhea and Bianca don't have to wrestle. Because WWE I think is better at it right now. I know, unlike the IWC, they'll say I'm fucking wrong. So her and Rhea specifically can be special attraction, like you see. I think that will happen with Rhea, because I'll just say it here. Rhea's probably going to be going to Hollywood, at least occasionally, because she's going to be doing Terrifier 4. So.
Yeah, I forgot about her. I now see, Tommy. I've not watched her. I've not watched J-Rod, so I'd definitely be lying. I try to keep up as much as possible with the indies, but yeah, I mean, there's that too.
But thing with Bianca would be a big loss. But like to Anthony's point, AEW is bad with their women. Outside of Sasha and Toni Storm, who have they really made stars in that company? Well, some retard will say Harley Cameron, but is she a champion? Yeah. She fought for a championship once.
Probably someone would say Tekla.
Tekla's garbage. She is dog shit.
Agree, but
I think you're retarded if you like her. Sorry. Breaking kayfabe here. I'm sorry. I don't see what y'all see at Tekla, but anyway. Willow, she's still in the same place. Jamie Hayter's in a shitty tag team. Remember at one point Jamie Hayter was like a world title contender for the women?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
At least with WWE, you do got stars. You got Kendall Gray. Even Lola Vice, I think once she comes to the main roster, maybe she won't be like world champion, but I could see her win a couple mid-card titles.
Yeah.
And obviously you got Zarya. She's definitely a world champion.
I think you can say Willow. Maybe Willow.
But the thing is, if I'm her, I'm leaving that company. I'm ditching that company once my contract's up. Because I'm going to keep it real. I don't think they're going to. I think she'll only be a contender for the championship, but she'll never win it. Type of thing.
Mina. Yeah, that's I heard.
What have they done with Mina?
They done nothing with her.
What have they done with her outside like?
I used to like watching what's her name, Hikaru Shida. I thought she was great during the pandemic era. You got Britt Baker. We ain't seen a hide of hair in her in months.
Camille, you brought her out.
Yeah, Camille.
To put her right back into it.
Yeah, she's been gone.
Megan Bain, she should be like very much elevated, but she's in a pseudo Brothers of Destruction tag team right now that just isn't working.
Yeah. I don't know.
So,
I'm trying to think. Legit, I'm trying to think right now. I can't, man. I can't think of anybody that's been elevated in that women's division.
Outside of Sasha Tony Storm. I guess Tekla optically, but I don't really think she's elevated. She's not good.
Yeah, I don't.
So
I'm not crazy about her either. But yeah, but again, going back to Bianca, definitely hope Bianca's not done. I hope she comes
I
back.
hope so.
I hope everything goes well in her pregnancy. Everything goes smooth sailing for her. And oh god, what's her husband's name?
Montez Ford.
Yes, thank you. I was trying to think of his name. Brain fart. It's been a long day. Yeah. So like I said, hopefully she's not done. That would really suck. 'Cause like I said, that'd be a big, huge blow to WWE and women's wrestling right there for WWE. But oh boy. But
Anthony, can I see Tekla working at maybe? I mean, WWE has done miracle work like that before, where someone was dog shit in one company and then they get there, they're actually good. Dan Halton, right?
yeah.
But Tekla would have to change her character because the drunk fucking aunt mom thing does not work for me. It just doesn't. I can't. The drunk wine mom thing. She'd have to change that. She'd have to change the way she talks. It'd have to be like a 180. But
Her
maybe,
promos are dog shit.
yeah, in AEW, it's just like I said, she's a drunk wine mom.
Yeah.
What's up, bitches? I'm toxic, bitches. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, she's like that one coworker at work and always trying to be edgy. He's like she's like, oh yeah, dumb bitches and like motorboating bitches. Like what? Like, is this really your fucking character right now? Really? I can see that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't think she's done with the company per se. I think WWE would definitely retain her to be like an ambassador or a trainer or an advisor. But as an in-ring talent, though, that's a huge loss, man.
That's a very
huge
big loss, man. I mean, don't be wrong. Do I think with the women they have, they can fill that loss? Yeah. But it is a loss that they're going to deal with for a while, I will say. It's going to sting for a minute. Even if you do initially try to fill it with people, I do think that's going to hurt. It's going to hurt that we never got to see Bianca and Rhea specifically in their prime, right?
Yeah.
And no offense to Ia, that makes me even more mad. And let's say if this does happen, that means we had the opportunity last year to do it one-on-one, and you didn't do it.
Well, Trey, I think that's a great segue to go with. You know what? Was a big loss for everybody, regardless of people think it was a big loss. Let's talk about Vince McMahon losing Vince for the past 4 years to dumb fucking shit. You ready to cover this shit, Trey?
Yeah, I'm ready to vent. Yeah.
All right, Trey, go ahead and do your thing, my man.
The federal lawsuit filled by corporate prostitute Janelle Grant against Vince McMahon and WWE is coming to a close after all sides have reached a formal agreement to move the matter out of public court system. Grant and Mr. McMahon have mutually agreed to handle their legal dispute through private arbitration and said, under the terms of this deal, Grant will file a formal request within 5 business days to dismiss the lawsuit completely with prejudice. We waited 4 years, right? Not 4 years, 2 years.
Well,
we waited 2 years.
Real quick, Trey, before you go off, there's also this too. What she said before we just go off and just give our thoughts. She also said this. This was a quote too.
Vince McMahon accuser Janelle Grant. I'll be honest and say I have been struggling. You totally have been struggling. You know why? Because you're fucking mad. You lost the payments and you have to recoup your lost money. You fucking bitch. And let me preface this before I go Uber into my rant now. On Pin Down, we waited 2 years, right? We waited 2 years before everything came out because we didn't want to say something out of pocket and then it doesn't, it makes us look stupid.
Yep.
We waited. And I'm going to keep it real, chat. I've thought this for a while. Even then, but I just never publicly said it. It's really looking like that now. And all this shit over a corporate hooker like Janelle Grant, who just wanted to recoup some money. And the IWC saying some of the most egregious shit. Not just about Brock. And whatever you think of Vince, even about Vince, saying some of the most fucked up shit and all these lies, are they going to come out and admit they were wrong?
Hell no. Hell no.
You're going to apologize to Brock? I tweeted this out. Apologize to fucking Brock Lesnar, you fuck. Apologize.
Yeah,
we lost Brock Lesnar for 2 years for this bullshit.
Yep. And just piggyback what you said, Trey. My thing is, yes, do we all know that Vince McMahon is a fucking freak? Hell yes, we know this shit. And we're not condoning what Vince did. But again, it was between two agreeing adults that knew what the end game was for them both, right? And it's no secret. It came out that said that Janelle Grant got paid in multiple millions of dollars, or thousands of dollars, excuse me. Then she got paid in like gift cards to Bloomingdale's and Macy's and gift cards and other things, et cetera, et cetera. Again, Vince is a freak. Yes, we all know this shit. It's no secret. But the whole trap, I'm not going to say that first word.
Trafficker. We'll just say trafficker.
Yeah, trafficker allegations was some of the most horrendous, stupid shit I've ever seen in my life.
And it's egregious to real people who go through that shit, by the way.
Yep. She's playing fake victim. She only came forward because the payment stopped. When the whole merger happened between WWE and TKO, Vince stopped paying, or I think TKO stopped paying her.
TKO.
After that, that's when it all went down to shit.
It was all a big ploy to get Vince out. This theory has been out there for a while now, chat. And I'm starting to agree with it. It makes too much sense now, especially with how everything's going. And look how many matches we've left on the table with Brock being out for 2 years. He missed Punk coming back, so he didn't get a Punk-Brock rematch. Could have did him and Roman again, him and Braun Breaker. You could have did him and Gunther basically like twice. And all because of this bullshit, we lost a bunch of matches that are basically almost off the table, because if Brock's retiring at SummerSlam, a lot of these matches are off the table now. It's unfortunate. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, because you could have done, like you said, you could have done Brock and Braun. You could have done Brock and Bronson Reed if you wanted to. You could have done Punk again. You could have done Cody again if you wanted to. I don't think I don't think it's going to happen for him. But you could have done something with Big Cass. Apparently Big Cass is coming back. You could have done something in between him and Brock. That would have been
Gunther twice. We could have avoided Gunther and Jay fucking Uso last year for the World Heavyweight Championship had you done Brock and Gunther, but nah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Again, this whole thing has just been so stupid for the past 4 years, man. It's just, and also too, hot take, just an opinion. I think this is a definite way for TKO to move on from Vince, to get him out of the picture completely.
That was always what this was about.
Yeah. What Vince did and her did, what they did wasn't right, but also too, I definitely think this was a play by TKO to get him out, because it's kind of funny. As soon as Vince was exiled from the company, it's kind of funny that The Rock came in, became a board member of WWE. Yeah. It was kind of like, oh, that's interesting timing there. I don't know, dude. But then you get, so going back to the whole Vince thing, we're gonna start talking about this for just a second. Also, too, we had JR make a comment. Let me get that pulled up real quick. Right here. JR.
Sorry, you heat it there, chat, but it's just this whole shit pisses me off.
Yeah.
So.
There's what JR said. Trey, you want to read there quick what JR said?
Yeah. JR speaks on Vince McMahon's future after his lawsuit goes to arbitration. Vince isn't out of the game. One would assume he would have some things to do with wrestling. So this is where, the IWC are going to spurg and pry and all this shit. It was always eventuality Vince was coming back. I mean, in some way, shape, or form, right?
Well, I think it's a great way to segue with what we have coming up next, Trey. Let's talk about Bryan Alvarez and Vince Russo. Talk about this, or Vince Russo. Sorry, Bryan Alvarez and Dave Meltzer. Might as well said Russo. Anyway,
Oh God, a Vince Russo, Bryan Alvarez show. Oh my God.
Look, bro. I hate this show. It's just like every 5 seconds.
There is no way that if you
Let me get this. Let me get this pulled up. Okay. I apologize, chat. Again, everything's acting really wonky right now from StreamYard. Thank you, StreamYard. Thank you very much. All right, let's play this.
There is no way that if you watched this in the last 3 or 4 years that Vince was in charge, you cannot possibly be reminiscing for that era. There was nothing about it that was any good whatsoever. Guys, do you remember Raw would make no sense. They would have a card for the next week. None of the matches would take place in next week. None of them. I mean, if one took place, it was like, wow, actually one of these matches took place. He tore apart the script every Monday. I mean, it was a disaster. It was a disaster. They cannot possibly bring this guy back. I mean,
Oh well, I mean, as far as bringing him back, that's a whole nother story. I don't know. I mean, it would not shock me that he's brought back in a position, just
to
have
do
him
what?
there. I don't
To
know.
do what?
They may do. I mean, it wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me. I mean, I don't know that I would expect it. I cannot imagine he would be put in charge of anything. I mean, that it's not.
God, Dave, get to the fucking point.
Good old Mongoloid Dave. No, but like seriously though, like you look at this shit right now. It's like what can they do to bring Vince back? I don't think anyone's asking Vince to come back and be part of creative. I don't think TKO, Ari Emanuel, and Mark Shapiro are like talking to like Triple H and Nick Khan saying, yeah, we need Vince back back at the helm for creative. But you can also do two things with Vince if you wanted to. A, you can bring him back as a consultant to kind of like how George Lucas should have been for Star Wars, right? I know different things. I know, chat, different genres and stuff like that, but it is entertainment, But again, who knows WWE's inner structure than Vince McMahon? Nobody, right? So you bring Vince back for that. You can bring Vince back to be a consultant to creative. Said, hey, Vince, what do you think about this? Give us thoughts. You ain't gotta go with it, but still, though, you have him in your back pocket. And second of all, if you really wanted to do something crazy, you can bring him back on TV. Because regardless how you feel about Vince, he is going to bring you ratings. Like if you, for example, like, if the Netflix show, if you want to do it on Raw, you want to do it on SmackDown. If Vince McMahon showed up unexpectedly and people found out Vince came up randomly on a random live show, that show would probably do bonkers.
Yeah, you just get that no chance in hell just out of nowhere on a Raw.
Or on SmackDown. Like I said, it depends on what channel you go with. But again, Vince coming back would pop a huge rating. He's not been seen in 4 years on TV. And people were like, okay, what's Vince doing here? What are they going to do here for on TV? Like, is he going to come back and, be an authority figure on TV again? Who knows? But again, there's multiple things you can do. Do I think that WWE will probably, like I said, bring him back to be like in charge of creative? No, I think he'll come back as a consultant. I really do.
Yeah.
Because
maybe an occasional on screen.
Yeah, because he was a part of the Cody and Roman match in LA because he was involved in the finish, and Vince was already pretty much I think Vince was already out the door by then, right?
Yeah. Triple H had already taken over.
Right. So they had Vince come in as a consultant, and they said, "Hey, Vince, what should we have Cody win at LA or should we do it next year?" And Vince is one of those people who's like, "Yeah, let's wait till next year to pull the trigger." And he saw that, we saw how that did great business for WWE in Philadelphia a couple years ago.
Yeah, at 40.
So I definitely think there is something you can do with Vince, but we're going to continue playing this real quick.
Not like they're going to have him replace Nick Khan calling the shots. He certainly isn't going to replace Paul Levesque doing the booking. There's no way they can go to that card. That's not going to happen. But the idea of bringing him in a figurehead position, trotting him out every now and then, it like I said, it wouldn't shock me at all. It doesn't. And the funny part is that if he came out as a surprise on a TV show, it'd be like the giant reaction. It's just that's the reality of the situation.
Thank you, Dave. I literally just said that.
Yeah, we just said that, Dave. But okay.
That's the see, chat. When you go in there and watch Dave, you gotta pay money for this shit. You come here on YouTube. One thing you gotta do is hit a like button, subscribe, and share for free. That's the only thing you gotta do over here for us. We're basically giving you the same information as Dave is, but we're not charging an arm and a leg just to hear our stupid takes. My God.
Yep.
Good Lord. Anyway, let's just continue.
So, I mean, I'm not saying it'll happen. I don't know. I mean, I cannot imagine him being put in a position of any real decision-making power, though. That I couldn't see. Shapiro and Emmanuel aren't going to give up that power that they have in that regard. They're not going to replace Nick Khan. I mean, Nick Khan's gotten very, very powerful and very, very successful. They're not going to replace Levesque, I don't think. Not with Vince, anyway. And I don't think they're going to replace him anyway because they haven't trained anyone for that position.
There is no way that.
I mean, if they wanted to fire Triple H, they can because The Rock, I think. Okay, so sidebar just for a second. I do think if they did fire Triple H as creative, there's no way in hell they would not bring back The Rock or Brian Gewirtz to be the new booker. That would not surprise me one bit.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna shock me at all. But anyways, going back to that, again, Vince can come back as a consultant. He ain't gotta be a big part of the. He's not gonna be a big the final decision maker for the company.
No,
it's just not going to happen. But again, like we said, put him out there on TV if you want. You can come back and you can pop a rating, or again, have him to be a consultant on booking. It's the only thing you gotta do. And like here, Jack said, where's the one he did? Now, see, Jack, I've heard that rumor too, saying Vince is going to buy a different company. The only company I can think of is TNA, and I don't think that Vince is going to overpay just to buy TNA just to get TNA. It's just not going to happen.
I don't
Because
see that happen.
If the report is true, we covered it a couple weeks ago, I believe, on one of our episodes we did. The rumor was that Anthem Sports was looking to sell TNA for $40 to $50 million.
Yeah.
Vince is not buying TNA for that much. And second of all, that is the most retarded asking price I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, that's too much.
Way too much. It's not even the company's not even worth that, dude. Like, what?
No.
The library alone's probably got to be worth, I don't know. What would you say, Trey? $7 million, maybe?
7, 8 million, maybe.
Yeah. Like the company as a whole, I don't think it's worth that at all. Like I think that's just like that's an FU price, and whoever can afford it, yeah, we'll let you have it for that. But do I think I think Anthem's going to do that? No, I think they're going to keep TNA for quite a while. So we'll see how that plans out. Again, Vince might be coming back soon. Will he? I don't know. But I guess we'll see. But someone, Trey, who came back in April and everyone was very mixed about it. Let's talk about Paige coming back, and let's talk first about her run in AEW. So for context, Paige was at Fanatics last week, and she did a sit-down interview with the Bellas. What was their stupid podcast called? Nikki and Bree, the podcast shit.
Yeah,
whatever.
Nikki Bree. I don't. Yeah, something.
Yeah, whatever that show is. It ain't our show, so fuck it. Who cares? Anyways, here's what Paige said. Trey, you want to read this for the chat?
Yeah. Paige says while she had a great time in AEW, her heart wasn't in it. We could see. We saw Paige. I did go to AEW and I did have a great time there, but my heart wasn't in it. I feel like you could see that in my performance when I was in the ring there. My character was just like, I'm a WWE girl, man. I love WWE. I went there for a couple years and then we went our separate ways. It ended really, really great. I have nothing but love when it comes to AEW and Tony Khan and stuff like that. When it comes to WWE, that's where I've wanted to be forever. I've been there since I was 18 years old. I gave my neck for this company. I grew up here. I was a baby. I mean, she's not wrong. I like she's being honest, but it's like Paige. We all saw your heart wasn't in it. We saw you at Soraya. We saw those shows.
Yeah, dude. like trust me, I watched those shows and it was not good. I'm gonna keep it real, Chad. Her stuff in
No.
AEW was not great, and I'm sorry, it just wasn't. It was really bad.
That conference we watched with her that one time, that was bad.
Oh, when she won the freaking women's championship and All In in that 4-way in Wembley. Yeah, I remember that. That was bad. And then she was a part of that freaking what was that stupid squash she had with Ruby Riott and Tony Storm?
I forgot what they were called. It was like,
it was bad. It sucked. It sucked. It was not good at all. It sucked. So yeah, like I said, Paige said that comment, and then she made a comment about her return to WWE. It's at WrestleMania and being kind of mad about that. So Trey, you want to read that real quick?
yeah. Paige says the news of her WWE return leaking before Mania 42 was the most frustrating thing ever. I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna be in Vegas anyway, because I'm doing my podcast and signings and all that kind of stuff. So I don't think it looks too strange if I'm around. But everyone was kind of guessing. Everyone was just like, oh, Nikki's or the only person that could potentially replace her would be Paige, right? So people were starting to guess. Then the day of Mania, I was supposed to do a signing, and then the last second they pulled the signing, got me in a Mania. I was like, well, that gives it away. Then because I had to cancel the signing, and also we got so frustrated because it leaked the day before. I was like, we can't have a surprise anymore. It's the frustrating thing ever.
Yeah, I don't really disagree with her on that, but the problem though is too, it's the wrestling media. People are always going to find out. There's a mole somewhere. Like every company's got a mole. Like someone's going to leak information if the money's right. Sadly, but again, it was kind of a given when they had WrestleCon, right?
Yeah.
They came out and said, "Oh yeah, all of her appearances are canceled," and that's when everyone started speculating. Like, "Oh wait a minute, is she going back to WWE?" Like, it was very abrupt, stuff like that.
And people were guessing anyway because AJ had just come back.
That too.
So they were like, "Oh, AJ came back, so at least it means Paige will eventually come back." Then.
Yeah, we all know why she went to AEW. Like, she went to AEW for the money. Number one. Number two. She came back because she wanted to get cleared, because everyone pretty much goes to AEW. They always get medically cleared by the doctor to get cleared to compete. And then if WWE doesn't bring them back, or whatever the case may be, then WWE is just like, no, we don't want to bring you back at all. I don't think that was ever the case. Her neck was really bad, and I think it still probably is too right now. But not even like, what was it, 7 years ago? Her neck was really
it was bad. It was bad. Like, people don't realize how bad that injury was.
Yeah, and I don't blame WWE for not letting her come back, because my God, dude, like if she, God forbid, you imagine her taking a bump and all of a sudden she would have went paralyzed in the ring.
Yeah.
Oh my God, like that's not good. But anyway, going back to Paige and her return, I think her return's been fine.
It's been fine. Yeah, like I thought it was going to be a disaster, but it's actually been fine. She's been putting on okay matches since coming back. So
I do think eventually they'll probably break her up.
Yeah, I'm assuming at some point she'll probably team with AJ at some point too.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me, honestly. I don't know what they do with I don't know if they keep her and Bree as a tag team. I think eventually the Bells will turn heel on her. They'll beat the shit out of her for some reason, whoever the reason might be, but I think they'll do it. But but that's Paige saying all that stuff. So let's go and talk about this other story. Talk about someone who left AEW and came back to WWE. Let's talk about Bayley. Might be leaving WWE and going to AEW. So Trey, I'm gonna let you read this real quick. Let me get this pulled up, and there we go. Are you still with me, Trey?
Yeah. I had to fix my Wi-Fi for a second.
Okay,
anyway,
go ahead.
Bayley is not believed to have signed a new WWE deal at this point. WWE sources claim AEW has long had their eye on her when her contract is up, and it's well known within the company they will have major interest.
So there's that. And then we have this right here from Wrestle Ops. Bayley's current contract is not up until the beginning of the year. Or end of the year, excuse me, end of the year. So let's just go ahead and just speculate, Trey. Do you think she's going to WWE or staying with WWE or going to AEW? Because I think I know what she's doing, but I'm gonna let you go first before we just comment on it.
Right now, I'm gonna still stick with I think she's gonna stay because she has talked about wanting to express interest with helping the future, and I'm gonna keep it real. I don't really know how you could do that in AEW. And here's really quick why I think it'd be a bad idea for her to go to AEW. She'd have the one feud with Sasha. They'll probably tag team and then turn on each other, have a couple of matches, and then I think she's a collision merchant after that. I think it would just be a waste of time. It would just be for one feud. I think Bayley would be better off just take that veteran role and just stay in WWE, honestly, if I'm her. But
I think, okay, I kind of think she's done everything in WWE, right? I really do. I think she's done everything that she can possibly do. There's really no, yeah, is there fresh matchups she can do? Yes. But her position in the card, now I think she's like what Cody was in AEW, how Cody was always in the mid card. Like he would never be like, he was never like progressing. Like he was just always like the guy who got the other guy ready to go. Kind of like Natalya. Remember, like Natalya always usually works with people to elevate them, but she doesn't elevate herself in a division, sadly. That's why I kind of feel like they want to do with Bayley. Here's one thing with Bayley. If she goes to AEW, one, Tony's probably going to shill out a lot of money for her to come in. Two, Sasha / Mercedes is already there. So you can do that. You can pull that back again if you want. You can do Bayley versus Sasha again at one of the shows. I do think there's some more fresh matchups between her, between Willow Nightingale. I think that'd be kind of interesting to watch. Chris Statlander, Sky Blue. That might be interesting dynamic. You got Julia Hart over there too. I'm trying to think that the match you can probably do, but I do think as a talent wise, I think she looks at for the AEW talent and she's like, okay, there's a lot of fresh people that I can work with and might get something out of them. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Like I think she's on her way out to AEW.
But I mean, either way, I personally don't care. I know it sounds bad, but you know how I was saying, oh, Bianca would be a big hit. I don't think Bayley would. Keeping it real.
I don't know, dude. I think they would. I think they would. Like, I think, like her. I think if she left WWE, I think this is a big loss in the women's division. I really do. Which again, I don't know. Like I said, is she leaving? I don't know. But if she does leave, I can understand why she's leaving. But to me, I think this is a big loss to me to the women's division. Because I don't think she's going to AAA at all. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't know what she, like, again, if Tony's going to give her an X amount of dollars, like, hey, I'm going to give you like $3 million to come in and do what you want to do here and give you creative control, that's pretty enticing to take, honestly, because I think Bayley should definitely be in the world title picture again, but it's just not, it's just not manifest itself in WWE. I know you said before if she went to TNA, but if she went to TNA, I don't know if she would look at that as a demotion more than like.
She has said she wanted to wrestle in TNA before. She has expressed interest.
So maybe that's a possibility, but I think that's the case. I think it's only due to the partnership. I don't think TNA could afford her, honestly, and sadly enough.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I guess we'll just see what happens with Bayley. So hopefully we don't lose her. In my opinion, I think it'd be a big loss. But you know, but you know what? Someone told me a few months back. They told me that this guy was leaving. He was very pissed off for doing the JOB to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
And he was going to be an all-out Chicago, according to Sap. Remember that?
I remember that. I do remember that. Let's talk about it. CM
Good
Punk
old
actually
Pepsi Phil,
comments.
or Fragile Phil, as the IWC says.
Well, they call him that, but you know what I call him, Trey? I call him One Bill Phil. That's what I call him. Trey, you want to
Yeah.
read that real quick for the chat? What CM Punk actually gave an explanation why that he went away for a little bit after the WrestleMania stint.
CM Punk says his absence after Mania 42 was to reset, process losses that he had been going through. In my business, in this company, for me to be able to say that I had time off and it wasn't due to injury or surgery is remarkable. It was the first time in my career I had time off without having to go to get a surgery or be injured. I just hung out with my wife. I'm not going to say a rough year. Suffering is relative. I was world heavyweight champion over on Raw for quite some time, and during that entire time I was champion, I had at least 3 or 4 people that were very close to me pass away each time I was at work the next day. I didn't talk about it publicly. I showed up partially because it helped me being here amongst my road family and being able to connect with the fans on that level helped me get through it. But there was still some stuff I needed to process. So my time away was just kind of a reset. One day away from my wife is one day too many. I've been here every single day. Now that I'm back, I'm champ. I'm on the road. I'm as full time gets. But I thought he was going to. But Roman, he was mad about Roman.
Yeah, I was told he was. I was told by a certain Mongoloid that he was very upset for doing the job, and WWE and him had a big falling out after the match happened. That's what I was told. Dave Meltzer.
God, yeah, Mongoloid, you goblin fuck. Oh, that's so funny.
Oh my god!
Because he was right. He alluded to it. He had ever since basically he came back from the injury at SummerSlam 2024. He has been on TV every week, wrestling.
You know what, Trey? You know what? I'm gonna ask someone's opinion on this. Hey, Dusty, what do you think about sources?
Your sources. Well, I mean, you have sources. Let me put a little light on this whole situation.
Dave Meltzer's full of shit. That's what the whole light.
Right, like we were saying, Punk has been back. Even when he was injured, he was on TV every week still.
Yep. Think about that, Trey.
Yeah.
Coming back, I did the math, okay? I did the math. At the time, CM Punk, between AEW and his WWE return, has had 61 matches. And that's not including the tag match that he just had last weekend at Saturday Main Event with Cody at 62. The dude was working from 2023 of what, August? Because he was at SummerSlam, right?
Oh, you mean 2024?
What was the one him and Drew? What was that, 23?
2024. 24.
Okay.
He came back in Survivor Series 23. But yeah, 24.
That's right. Okay. So 2024. And he worked all the way from 2024, 25, and then 26.
Yeah, he worked all of 2025 every week, if I remember right.
And you had people in the IWC tell me he was a part-timer when the guy's been busting his ass. He was on the freaking road with all the guys and girls on overseas when they did tours, etc. He was on
even
all
went
the shows.
To Saudi last year.
Yep. It's just hilarious to me, man.
He had to try to carry Jey Uso to a good match.
Whew, that's impossible to do. But anyway, yeah, it's just like it's hilarious to me, man. It is hilarious to me that these people still tell me, "Oh, Punk's mad because he did the job." Are you fucking kidding me right now?
He's mad he did the job. That 4 months later comes back, wins the WWE Championship.
What the fuck?
Right,
like,
comes back in 3 months and wins the WWE Championship.
Yeah, came back and won the title. People tell me he's a part timer and he's like The Rock. Fucking off, man. Fuck off with that shit. I just love how the IWC, prime example, who they think they are so smart, and they really show every time. They are the dumbest motherfuckers.
Dude, the amount of shit they've been wrong this year. I mean, Brock Lesnar, LA Knight. Remember that supposed, Brock has this thing that he can't lose until his retirement?
Yeah.
What happened there?
I just, oh my God, man.
So many L's this year, the dirt sheets have taken.
Oh, especially all Dave Meltzer.
Good old Dave. Dave was the one who started the Brock Kelly night thing.
He's the one that started the whole CM Punk, the whole shit with CM Punk and WWE bullshit too. So
hell, they were even wrong about Cena's going to be at Backlash to do WWE Club. No, Cena Classic. They were wrong about that.
Yep. Oh boy. But you know what, Trey? Someone who tried to get released from their contract and tried to do a pump fake, but guess what? It was pretty much like this. I'll play it in a minute. Right there. Trey, you want to read that for the chat?
Yes.
Okay.
You sharing the screen?
I was trying to, StreamYard. Thank you again.
StreamYard, fucking A.
What the
Sammy
fuck?
Guevara removes AEW from social media bio as questions grow about his future. No, they don't. No one gives a fuck about this jabroni.
So that was that, right? And then this came out from Cultaholic. They said it's from Wrestling Observer. So right there, we're gonna click on that.
Tay Melo asked to be released by AEW at some point in 2025, but her request was denied. There is no word on why Melo asked to be let go, nor why AEW denied the request.
Then we have Sean Ross Sapp that reported this a couple of days ago.
Tay Melo asked for her release last month, and Tony Khan says he's gonna give her a release. Tony Khan says she wants to step away from Tay. Oh, Tony, yeah, there you go. Says she wants to step away from wrestling. So,
okay, and then there's that report, and then here's the report from Bryan Alvarez.
Nobody in AEW seems to know what's up with Sammy Guevara right now. Multiple sources told me that Tay Melo requested a release last year, but it was denied. It's expected we will know what's up when everyone gets TV tomorrow.
And then there was this one from Tony Khan. Tony was doing the redemption media call thing or whatever, talking to people from the media. And this is what Tony had to say about Sammy Guevara.
Tony says he thought it was unusual that people said there was a change in Sammy Guevara's status because nothing has changed. Ugh, what the fuck is this? Why is this such a...
Sammy Guevara did a pump fake. And it's like, you know what? I know what I'll do. I'll remove AEW from my bio and Twitter and just say, you know what? I'm ready to move on. I want to move. I want to leave, et cetera, et cetera. Social media people help me out, get me out of my contract. Let's start a revolution. And this is pretty much half the IWC.
Guess what, brother? So what? Nobody cares. Who's the fucking giant jabroni?
Yeah, no one cares about this dude. I was just like, oh, okay. I'm like, you stay over there, Jabron. I don't want you in WWE. No one wants Sammy Guevara in NXT.
Dude, he's not been relevant in years, bro. Ever since the Inner Circle broke up, they tried to make him a single star, right? He was TNT champion multiple times. Then he got then Sasha came in. They purposely took him off TV because Mercedes is there. The whole him saying what you said about Mercedes, which is very fucked up, and we cannot comment on. Just type in on the Google machine chat if you don't know what we're talking about. Type in Sammy Guevara comments about Sasha Banks. Yeah, there you go from there. But again, no one gives a fuck about Sammy fucking Guevara. The dude's he's a vanilla midget. He's fucking bland as a character. He's shit on the mic. I think he's purposely reckless in the ring. I think he's shit. So I don't see the upside why people are always like, when Tony made him a pillar of AEW, I just remember sitting back and just legit just doing this number, dude. Like, I was just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, like, look at this guy. He is the epitome. He is the dictionary definition of vanilla midget.
Yep. He's boring as fuck, dude. He really is. He's just a boring character. Promo skills are shit. In ring,
he might be worse than Daniel Garcia, bro. And I roast that guy hard, but he's worse than Daniel Garcia.
Yeah.
If we're keeping it real.
Yep.
At least if I had to, I can kind of think of something to do with Garcia. if I was forced to. I can't. What do
Yes,
you do
Jack.
with this? What do you do with the schmuck, Tyler? If you're booking him, what would you do with him?
Nothing. I wouldn't even, dude. I wouldn't even book him to come eat my catering food. Like
No,
legit.
bro.
This guy, like he brings nothing to the table. Sammy Guevara is just. I never got the appeal of the guy. I never did. When I watched him in his first debut against Cody for the first Dynamite, I was like, why is this guy wearing a panda head on his fucking head and coming to the ring? I'm like, what
I
is
saw
this
this
shit?
guy the first time. I'm like, who's the not wrestler? Who's
Yeah.
this guy?
Like, I know he came from Booker T's wrestling school, but it's like, I'm like, I've never gotten this guy, man. I've never gotten Sammy Guevara as a talent. I never got him as a promo. He's just bland. He has no character. He's just like, you know what? I think it's hilarious. Every time he did something stupid on like doing a spot, he'd always stick his tongue out and tell people, "I'm crazy. I'm crazy." Well, you tell yourself that you're crazy. You know what? You're usually not. You're not really crazy. All right.
Yeah, you don't have to tell people you're crazy to be crazy.
And yes, Jack, he's still around. He's in Ring of Honor. Last time I heard, he was the fucking tag team champions with Dustin Rhodes. Then Dustin got taken out and lost. He got taken out because of his injury, and then he became tag team champions with somebody in Ring of Honor right now. But after that, I don't know what he's doing. Like, and then honestly, I don't really fucking care.
No one cares, bro. That Hulk Hogan clip was accurate. Like, nobody cares, brother.
Yeah, this is not a big loss. Even if Tony got rid of him tomorrow, WWE's not going to come calling.
What is he going to go to TNA? Is that a big gift for TNA? Let's say he wants TNA. I mean, I guess he can be in the X division. I guess you have an X division guy.
He ain't gonna be like. If you want, I guess you can put him in that. I guess you can put him in a feud with Mustafa Ali. I guess that's a possibility.
You know what they'll do, Tyler? They'll put him in the system.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God, they probably would do that bullshit.
They'll put him in the system.
Oh my God.
Or he'll feud with Mustafa Ali, like you said, but that's it. You think he's gonna be with Dolph Ziggler for the world title? Which I can't believe I'm saying that in 2026, by the way, but here we are.
If I saw Sammy Guevara in TNA, this would be my reaction.
Yeah, just why? Like, I just don't. None of the companies really should use him. Yeah, he'd just be Dolph Ziggler's punching bag, Jack. You're right. Yeah, he'd just be losing to Dolph Ziggler every week. Probably even lose to Ryan Nemeth for keeping it real.
Yeah, and Ty and his wife, Ty Melo, whatever her fucking name is, I think she probably wants to be a full-time mom because they got a kid. So she probably just wants to be a full-time mom. She's like, okay, I'm done. I don't want to do this no more. So, yeah, like I said, Sammy Guevara, good luck, but no one gives a fuck. Sorry.
No one cares.
No one cares, dude. Sorry, but it's just the truth. Anyways, let's talk about, speaking about talent, Tony's talking about bringing even more people into AEW. And I saw this. I'm like, oh, geez, man. Here we go. Let me get this shared. Trey, you want to read this what Tony said?
Yeah. Right. Tony Khan says he is keeping an eye on the free agent market. There are a lot of talented people that were fired or cut that he is very cognizant of that. Tony, you do not need more people. I'd only sign the Motor City Machine Guns and that's it.
Well, that's funny you should say that, Trey. Here's the full list of people who got released. Here's the full people that got released right here. Kairi
Sane, Aleister Black, Zelina Vega, Uncle Howdy, Nikki Cross, Dexter Lumis, who I think he's going to go to TNA, and I'll get more into that later. Eric Rowan, Joe Gacy, Santos, Escobar, Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley, and Zoe Stark. Honestly, out of this list, literally only the Motor City Machine Guns. I'm sorry. Outside of what, I guess you could put Zelina with Andrade, but I'm going to keep it real. If you're Tony, she's not good. I'm sorry, guys. She had a bad match with Rhea Ripley, for fuck's sake. Like, I'm keeping it real. Like, Zelina's not good. I don't think you can do anything with Uncle Howdy. I think if you're Dexter Lumis, you go to TNA. You already have history at TNA. You can just come back as Samuel Shaw.
Out of all the people here, if I'm Tony, this is the people I would try to get. I would definitely try to get Kairi Sane. I think she'd be a big get, right?
Yeah.
Motor City Machine Guns, yes. I think you can do some with Dexter Lumis. I don't know what, but I think there's a possibility you could do some with the guy. Joe Gacy, I don't think anyone gives a fuck. That guy
no one cares.
Yeah, no one cares. Bo Dallas, no I don't.
Cares.
No.
One cares.
Nikki Cross might be a good fit, but I could see her more go to TNA.
Honestly, if you're TNA, I'd try to get her. I actually don't think she'd be that much money-wise. I don't think.
Yeah.
Compared to the others here.
Zoe Stark, I think that'd be a good fit for TNA.
TNA.
Kairi Sane, I think that'd be a good fit for AEW/TNA if you wanted to go that route.
Honestly, if she did go, Kairi going to TNA, she could get a main event push in TNA.
Now, here's the big question right here. Right here. Aleister Black. Okay? Aleister Black. It's highlighted in blue.
I don't think he goes to AEW. MLW, I could see him go to MLW.
I can see him going to TNA, but the problem is I don't know if Tony will bring him back because I heard rumors that.
Do you think Aleister goes to TNA? Like, do you think? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that would be a really good get for TNA. I actually think that'd be
good get, but you know what my biggest fear would be?
What?
Is that they put him with the Righteous?
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Or the system, because I can see him in the system too. Because of the tag stuff.
I don't see the system, but I definitely see the Righteous because that seems like something right up his alley.
Oh, they can make them like the new House of Black kind of thing.
Maybe if they want to do that, but also too, like he has two guys that can listen to his every whim. Kind of be like the Raven effect. You know what I mean? Like have like
the Raven
type character.
Raven's flock, kind of like a new Raven's flock. I mean, I know that sounds bad, but I mean, Aleister would be a shoo-in for that heavyweight title right now. Like I said, if you're some of these guys, you got to think about TNA. That heavyweight title seat is open right now.
Yeah.
Because who do you got in the TNA heavyweight scene right now? I guess Jeff Hardy.
So is the international title too. The international title's a
the international, even the X division. If we're keeping it real, all those titles are all open because outside you got Nick Nemeth, Santana's gone, Eric Young's gone. I guess Jeff Hardy, because I think he's going to be facing Nick Nemeth soon for the title, randomly.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Jack? Sorry, I tried to cut you off. Jack, right there, it's kind of funny. Tommy Dreamer's been kind of sucking up to get a job in AEW.
Yeah, he's been trying to get that Tony money.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that, chat. We're just waiting for any day now for Tony to bring in Tommy Dreamer. But
is AJ Francis technically in that main event scene? I can't believe I'm saying that, but is he technically in there? Move. So yeah, honestly, some of these guys, Aleister would be perfect. He'd be easy heavyweight champion.
Santos Escobar is a guy who's appealing to me. I think you can do something with him and Andrade in AEW.
Oh yeah, you could put him in AEW. I think he can go either. I think
if he goes to AEW, he can fight. He can wrestle against Kevin Knight. I think he can go against Darby. I think he can, like I said, he can go against Andrade. He could go against trying to think who else he can go against.
Kyle Fletcher. Bandito. If he goes to TNA, he could go to the X division and face or Mustafa Santos.
Yeah, I would say the international scene, the world title scene, like pretty much the entire division for TNA is pretty much open for business. So just anyone at this point will be good.
Dexter Lumis, go to fucking TNA, bro. You could be Samuel Shaw. You're an easy shoo-in for that international X division title. Easily.
What do you think about Eric Rowan right here, Trey?
Same thing, TNA. He could be like a character with Shaw of some kind.
You know what? Sadly, I could see Dexter Lumis go to AEW.
Unless he just, I feel like he'd only go to AEW for the money. That's my only thing. I feel like, maybe I'm thinking bigger. I'm sorry. I feel like Samuel Shaw, he's the epitome of, he's going to be a Collision merchant, dude. He's going to only be on Collision.
I hate to say this. God, I really do. But I could really see him join the Death Riders.
Oh, Yeah, I kind of could see that.
Also too, even Eric Rowan and Joe Gacy, I could see those guys go to AEW and be at the part of the Death Riders. Oh God.
Or unless do they bring the Wyatts to TNA?
Oh Jesus, no, Lord, help me, God,
Imagine them trying to do that.
no.
I mean, dude, Tyler. You know why I'm only saying this because the Hardys are there and the Righteous. You could do the Righteous versus the Wyatts. I don't want it.
Are you on crack?
Yeah, these are all bad ideas. I'm not saying these are good ideas.
I know.
I can see it happen.
Oh,
I mean,
my God.
you can see it, right? The Wyatts versus the Righteous. The Wyatts versus the Broken Hardys again.
Oh God, the fucking Wyatts with fucking the Righteous. Yeah. Oh God. No.
Doing the Hardys compound bullshit. They can,
Fuck.
I'm sorry. Now that I think about it, I kind of can't see the Wyatts go to TNA now altogether. With Nikki Cross, I can see them all go to TNA now. Fuck.
Yeah.
I just thought of something, Tyler. I just thought of something. They could put Rosemary and Allie in the Wyatts.
Oh God. Fuck.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, Zoe Stark's the easy TNA get. I think she could easily go for that. I guess they're doing a TV title now. She can go for that. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, some of these guys, if I'm telling you, I'm only taking the Motor City Machine Guns and maybe Kyrie.
Again, Selena Vega's someone you can do with someone Andrade, come and be his mouthpiece, or if she wants to come in with Aleister Black, if Tony brings back to AEW, that's someone too.
Or she goes with Aleister to TNA. I mean, she would be a good get for the Knockouts. I know I said she's not that good, but for the Knockouts division right now, she wouldn't be a bad get.
Well, I mean, she was a former Knockout in her own right. She was a former Knockout Women's Tag Team Champion. Yep.
Sarita, right? Yeah, so... And you could do something to her. Oh, God, but she's going to be with the Righteous. I feel like you're right. I think they're going to do that.
I just... Oh, God.
But
Righteous.
Some of these people, TNA does need to look at, like, these are some good gets. Like I said, all the divisions are open right now. Like, all of them.
Pretty much. Again, I would pick up Motor City Machine Guns right there. I'd pick up Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. I would. Right there, I'd pick them up big time for AEW because you can do FTR against the Machine Guns. You can do FTR.
I guess the Young Bucks.
Yeah, the Bucks. You can do Edge and Christian against them. That'd be interesting to watch.
The whatever dogs, whatever the fuck they're called.
Oh, the gang, the Bang Bang Club, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That'd be something. You can do it against Dave Finlay and his tag partner. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I guess we'll just see what happens, chat. We'll see if these guys show up to either company. But, boy, that's going to be something if Tony does do all that.
And, Chad, did you enjoy some of my really bad ideas there? The Wyatts with Rosemary and Allie versus the Righteous.
Well, stay on the topic from AEW. Let's talk about it, Trey. Let's talk about
it.
AEW might be running a show during WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah. Some WWE officials are expecting Tony Khan and AEW to have a significant presence somewhere in the USA during Mania weekend for 43. I'm going to keep it real. Everybody's saying this is a good idea. I don't think this is a good idea. This isn't like you're going against a Backlash. You're going against Saturday night's main event. You're going against WrestleMania. I don't care if it's in fucking Saudi. You're not going to get any news, Tony. I don't care what you do on this show. You could have Hulk Hogan himself reincarnated. It's not going to get talked over about WrestleMania, especially if the main event is Rock and Roman. Rock Roman's going to dominate either point, people shitting on it or people being for it. It's going to be in the trades. No one's going to care about AEW on Mania weekend. Sorry. I'm just keeping it real.
Like, I think the only way they could do something, Trey, is if they somehow, by the grace of God, if they're able to go somewhere, like go to
if it's a week before, it has to be a week before, not the same week.
Yeah, not the same week of WrestleMania, but like the week before, like it'd have to be like some like it'd have to be like somewhere at the Garden, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know if that would happen because probably WWE's got that locked up, probably got them all blocked.
And I honestly don't even think it's just blocked. I don't think the MSG wants them. I've always said that. I don't think they want them.
I think it just depends on the money. Can they afford it? Because I mean, running the Garden is expensive.
I think Tony can afford it. I don't think the Garden wants them though. Because if you're the Garden, I watch this product like I don't want this in my I don't want this in the Garden. Sorry, I don't. Until they get really better, I don't. Sorry. No, it sounds bad, but
like you get like if you're gonna do something for AEW, it's gotta be a super stacked show. Like you're gonna have to bring like people from like Maple Leaf Wrestling, I think, to get involved.
New Japan.
I was gonna say, I think that Tony would probably have to do like Forbidden Door during WrestleMania weekend.
It'd have to be Forbidden Door. They'd have to push it up. Yeah, Jack. Yeah. It's even actually no. You're right. That's a good analogy. WWE versus TNA. Yeah, but even then, at least TNA at that time had a better roster than Tony Khan did.
What's going on, Jerry? Good to see you, man.
What's
yeah,
Jerry?
Like it's just gonna have to be like I said. It's just gonna have to be like a super stacked show. Like
especially if the main event is Rock and Roman, because I think that alone is gonna be talked about on both sides. People shitting on it and praising it.
Oh yeah. But like again, I think it's going to be like a Forbidden Door. We'd have to, like again to be like New Japan, Stardom, CMLL. It'd have to be Maple Leaf Wrestling, and hell, I think it might have to be the NWA to even do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you have to get the people like dream matches. Like, do I think there's people in in the NWA that's a dream match? No, not really. But still, though, all those promotions coming together during WrestleMania weekend, kind of like how Super Clash back in the day for the AWA did it.
Yeah,
that'd be interesting. I don't know what like I said, I don't know if it would like help them out or not. But I mean, if you can run the Garden, it'd be something.
They'd have to have a card of all cards because if the Mania card, Rock Roman alone, I think is going to carry Mania alone if they do it. That's carrying the card. So, but like let's say. Also, Punk Rollins, Punk Cody again. Because I have a feeling they'll probably run that back.
Yeah, I can see that. Here's a big question though, Trey. Like talking about WWE side of things for WrestleMania, they're gonna do Roman, and they're probably gonna do Roman and Rock, right? Because let's just be honest, I don't know if people watch the box office or not, but like you go look in there between Moana and the other projects The Rock's done, it's pretty much been tanking ever since he's not done the final boss.
Notice when The Rock came back, as the final boss, that was because Black Adam talk.
Yep. So here's a question: if you're gonna do Rock and Roman for night 1 or 2, who on the Raw side of things or SmackDown side of things, what's gonna be your main event there?
Punk Cody. Again, you could like ideally. Let's say I'll just spoil who I think's gonna win. I know we're not doing predictions, but I think Punk's retaining at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And I think I could see Cody winning. Like I don't think he'll win the Rumble, but I could see it winning like the Chamber to face Punk because they already kind of said Punk's gonna hold the belt for a minute. So I think he'll hold it going into Mania next year, unless he gets injured or something. I could see them running Punk Cody again.
But also too, if you're AEW. What's going to be your main event against that card? Like, what is it?
What's your main event against Rock Roman? That alone. What's your main event against that?
Yeah, what's your...
Because that could be for the title. At that point, I think it will be for the championship.
Yeah. I can see that.
I don't know
what your
main event against that.
If Tony's going to do this... I was going to say, I think it's about to be MJF, and it'll have to be... I can't believe I'm even going to say this. I don't want to see this shit, but I can probably see it happening. I could see Mick Foley come out of retirement.
Oh, God. For the title match?
I don't know if a title match or a tag match. It's going to, like, I'm not comparing Mick Foley coming back to be,
Do we think MJF will be champion going into the show?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably so. Probably
Okay.
so. But
So
the thing
Foley
is,
tag match, main eventing,
I was
Badger
gonna
counter
say-
to Rock Roman. I don't know, man.
yeah, like I don't know what. Again, like AEW is going to build up someone like what were we like less than 6 months away from April or
Yeah.
whatever the case may be. You're going to have to build something up big time, man, to get the people like, yeah, this is what we're doing for our show for AEW to compete with The Rock and Roman.
Well, not just that. If they do Punk and Cody, that's a big match. And let's say you have the loss from SummerSlam. There's a story going into that second match now, and there's a possibility. I don't think Cody will turn heel at SummerSlam. I think he could turn heel at the show. So there's that. So you have a possibility of a Cody heel turn even with this match, right?
Yeah.
And then what if the other, like, on the women's side, probably be Rhea and Charlotte. Probably.
Well,
what are you going to do?
Knock on wood, if she comes back, Bianca, that'd be something.
Rhea Bianca would be cool too, but I think it'll be Rhea and Charlotte. They've been kind of teasing that for a while. So I think it'll be. So what on the women's side are you going to counter Rhea and Charlotte?
Bayley versus Sasha.
Yeah, Bayley. I guess that's not a bad one, but once again, that's a match I've seen. And I'm gonna say it. I don't know if it's a hot take. I think Rhea and Charlotte's better than Bayley and Sasha.
I don't know. Like,
especially now.
I think the dynamics can change though. I think it'd be like if Mercedes was the babyface and Bayley come as the heel for AEW. That's kind of a new dynamic. Or you want to go back to the route of her.
The only other problem is on the Raw side for the women. I don't know what you do.
Yeah.
Liv would have to be out of that title seat by this point.
Well, let's hope. From the comments I heard from Unreal, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, sadly. But I think this might be an interesting dynamic that we talk about like before WrestleMania. So I think this might be an idea we come back and talk about, chat. So let us know in the chat if you want us to try to help Tony book for the AEW show regarding WrestleMania weekend next year. So let's see how that goes. We'll come back and visit this. I think, Trey. I think this would be an interesting topic to talk about when Cream's here too. But speaking about AEW, let's talk about what's going on. You know, they were just in a lawsuit with Triller. What's what the company was, Trey? The streaming service.
Yeah, Triller TV. Yep.
Triller TV. Now Tony and AEW are in a lawsuit with the movie, the production, all that good stuff of Queen of the Ring. Now, me and Trey watched 40 minutes of this movie with our friend, and we quit. This movie was the drizzling shits.
It was bad. There was a spot in the movie where she's like challenging random people to fight her, and a guy fights her. She does like a bulldog, right?
She does like a bulldog.
Which is a move. You have to cooperate and be a worker and cooperate. That's not just a movie.
She was a fan in the crowd, and the guy in front of her was one of the guy's son. He's like, yeah, they're talking about what they're going to do next in the ring. It's called Carney. I'm like, oh my God. They wouldn't be talking like this shit. But Trey, do you want to go ahead and read this real quick?
Yeah. AEW is suing Ring Productions LLC, the production company behind Queen of the Ring, alleging that more than $105,000 in sponsorship fees for promoting the film are long overdue. Ring Productions agreed to pay AEW approximately $350,000 in January 2025 sponsorship deal. The company paid $250,000 by May 23rd, 2025, but allegedly missed the February 28th payment deadline and still owes $100,000 plus over $5,000 in contractual talent, travel expenses. AEW seeking interest on late payments at a 1.5 monthly interest rate. I'm on their side on this. Pay people, because they were using AEW talent for the movie.
Yeah, and I saw that. I'm like, that's fucked, dude. Like, remember the whole shit they were glazing, like, when this movie came out, the production side of people on Twitter were like, yeah, this movie's gonna be great. Not like WWE, who wouldn't give us the time of day. I think WWE saw this movie, was like, this movie fucking sucks. We don't want nowhere near this shit.
They even loaned someone though. That Naomi was in that movie.
Yeah. Oh God, it's just oh my God. But no, I'm on Tony on this one. You can't be doing this shit. That's some scumbag shit right there,
That's
man.
scumbaggy shit, especially over a year in payments, basically.
Yep. And like I said, the ROI on this movie was not good. It
wasn't good. I couldn't when I can't even finish it. I finished the Batman. I finished James Gunn's Superman, mind you. I finished those movies, and I hate those movies. But we couldn't finish this shit.
Nope, we could not do it because this movie was so bad. Production value, it sucked. What else is dog shit in this movie? The acting was terrible. Like
the way they exposed the business, like how does an untrained guy know how to take a bulldog and cooperate with a bulldog?
Yep. It's so bad. And then she gets what the Carney got, the Carney wrestler, and he's a fucking whore. He's fucking other bitches on the side. And it's like, I'm done. Turn this shit off, bro. Turn this shit off.
Yeah, it was not good. It was boring too. It was just
very boring. Very boring. Oh boy. But anyways, that's that lawsuit. We got a couple more stories to talk about, chat, and then we're going to get the fuck out of here because there's a lot of stuff that we still have to cover, which we thought was kind of funny. So, Trey, you want to talk about a certain football player that's coming into WWE?
Yeah, good old Tom Brady. Oh, that's the other thing, Tyler. He'll probably be at Mania 43 in some kind of way with Logan Paul. I don't know if it'll be a match or if it'll be the Donald Trump, Vince McMahon thing where he'll have a wrestler represent him facing Logan.
I don't think he gets involved in the ring. I think, you know what?
I think he'll have a spot. I think he'll have a spot in that match.
We'll go ahead Trey, you go ahead and read this, and I'll give you my thoughts.
Okay. Tom Brady is ongoing conversations with WWE, which could be related to his run-ins at Fanatics with Logan Paul. Yeah, okay. I think he'll be involved in some kind of way. I just don't know how.
Now, if we remember, chat, beginning of the year, WWE was in Vegas. Tom Brady is a minority owner of the Las Vegas Raiders, right?
Yeah.
So they were trying to get a deal struck this last April to do something with WWE. It didn't come to fruition, whatever the case might have been, right? So that's not going to happen, or it didn't happen. Now we're here in Minnesota. Minnesota is where the Vikings play at. So I guess it was like, okay, football theme. Let's get someone who played football here, and let's get Tom Brady. I think, Sally, what they're going to do is this. I can't believe I'm even going to say this. I think what they're going to do, it's going to be Tom Brady in the corner of the Alpha Academy against the Vision for the tag titles. And I think he's going to be in their corner, and he is going to say, these guys, he's going to do something very corny. He's going to do something very Tom Brady-esque like he was in the NFL. These guys are stars. These guys are athletes.
He'll give him probably a speech. I could see him giving a speech in the backstage or something.
Well, he's going to tell the people the reason why he's here is because two things. Number one, these guys are winners. I know winners. I got 7 Super Bowl rings. That's what they'll probably fucking say, right? Or how many championships he's got. And that's what they'll probably say. And then he's like, also, too, I know that no good son of a bitch Logan Paul is going to be at ringside with his boys. So you know what? Let's even up the odds. I'm going to be at ringside with you guys. So they're going to be doing all their shit. The Alpha Academy's in the tag match. Bada bing, bada boom. Everything's going down, right? Logan Paul tries to get involved somehow. Either gets on the ring apron, he tries to get in the ring, and all of a sudden, Tom's going to get in there, and Tom is either going to kick his ass, or what would be kind of funny is if he calls up Rob Gronkowski to come in, and while he's not looking, Tom's not like, oh, I'm not going to touch you. Turn around. All of a sudden, Rob Gronkowski comes in and does a shoulder tackle to him and knocks him off his ass and just like gets him out of the ring. And then you got Austin Theory. He's all surprised, like, what the hell's going on here? Blah, blah. All of a sudden, the Alpha Academy get the win. They beat the Vision.
They're probably going to win. I think that's what's going to happen, but I think this will set up a Mania angle, though. I don't think it'll be a match, but I can see like a Vince McMahon, Donald Trump thing where he gets somebody to represent him, and he'll have maybe he'll go in and punch Logan in the match.
Yeah,
in some way.
somehow he'll get physically. Like Jack said, they played a flag football game in early April, May, whatever the case was, and
plus,
Tom and him got into a fight.
You know Tom's not going to turn down that Saudi money. Let's keep it real.
I don't think it's going to be for Saudi. I think this is going to be a one and done thing. I don't think he's going to be in Saudi Arabia because I don't know who they're going to get to build up to take on Logan Paul anyway. Unless they have like a Braun Breaker turn babyface. Maybe.
I think Javon Evans. I could see Javon Evans, some upcoming babyface.
Maybe. That's a possibility.
Maybe even Joe Hendry.
Yeah, that's a possibility too. But I think this is going to be like a one and done thing in Minnesota because I guarantee you.
I hope it is.
I guarantee you Logan gets on the mic. He'll talk shit about the Vikings and the fans, and all of a sudden he'll tell Tom, "Hey Tom, remember last time you were in this building? I sure do. Is when you lost the Super Bowl against Nick Foles and the Eagles. They whooped that ass." And he'll, the fans will be like, "Yeah, that's true." He said, "But don't worry, Minnesota. That's the only championship you guys have ever seen. If someone else comes into your city and wins the one." And then they'll get his heat turn right around and start booing fucking Logan Paul and shit like that. And then, like I said, that's when they'll do the whole thing with Tom Brady. But I think this is just gonna be like a one and done thing. I don't think they're gonna bring back Tom for WrestleMania. Like,
I hope not.
Unless they do something like really retarded and it's like, you know what? I'll get Jelly Roll to wrestle for me or some shit.
Oh my god! Oh no!
Imagine that bullshit, man.
Oof.
This would be me if I saw that happen.
Are you high right now? That's garbage. Garbage.
Yep. If that happens, I would crash out.
Yeah. Yeah. If that would happen, dude, I'd laugh and then I'd say, what?
Mentally retarded person, okay?
Just holy shit, man. If that were to happen, my God. Yeah, that too. But I don't know, man. This is gonna be interesting to see. But I don't see Tom getting physical. Like I don't see Tom like taking a bump. I just don't see that.
No, not at all.
Because I don't even know if Fox will let him do that anyways. Because he's a commentator for Fox. I don't even know if that would go against.
Yeah, I don't think they let him do it. Yeah, they probably don't want him to get hurt, especially if somebody's not taken bumps before.
Yeah. So we'll stay tuned on that. Next week is SummerSlam, ladies and gentlemen. So we will see if Tom gets involved and they'll do that shit. But speaking about superstars coming to WWE, let's talk about this guy, Trey. You may know him from Hootie and the Blowfish. So we're gonna share this real quick. Trey, you want to read that for the chat?
Yeah. Darrius Rucker will sing the national anthem at the SummerSlam Sunday.
So night 2 for SummerSlam. This was interesting for me because I'm like, wow, Darrius Rucker's going to sing the national anthem. Okay, cool. Also, too, a lot of people don't know this. Darrius Rucker's a big-time wrestling fan. He was a big-time Jim Crockett, Ric Flair fan. He's got like he's got one of Ric Flair's robes that he bought.
Oh.
So he's definitely a fan. So who knows? For all I know, he might get involved with Tom Brady. They might team up against Logan Paul. I don't know. Something like that.
Right at this point.
Over under, Trey. You think somehow they'll try to make him sing Only Want to Be With You? Just
yeah, maybe. I can very much over.
Imagine that shit from Saudi Arabia. They do some announcements. Say, hey guys, for a show for WrestleMania for night 2, we're gonna have a concert between Jelly Roll and Darrius Rucker to do some like concert for WrestleMania weekend. Imagine that shit.
Oh God. Oh no. Oh,
Darrius
God.
Rucker and Jelly Roll do a collaboration. I Want to Be With You or Wagon Wheel. Could you imagine that? Oh my God. Epic rap battle live. Oh man, I like Darrius Rucker, but this is kind of surprising. But yeah, I think this is gonna be interesting to see him sing the national anthem. Like I said, he's a big time wrestling fan, so that's gonna be fun to see. So we'll see what happens. But now we gotta talk about 3 more things, chat, and we're going to get out of here. Okay. We know we've been here for a while. But again, we said there was going to be a lot of stuff going down that we didn't get to cover from last week. So let's talk about it, Trey. It's the big elephant in the room. A lot of people are up in arms and they're very mad and fake offended and shit like that. Let's talk about right here. Sirius XM Radio and WWE collaboration. Trey, you want to read that for the chat?
Yeah. Sirius XM and WWE have announced the launch of WWE Radio starting Monday, July 27th. The channel will offer live play-by-play audio coverage of WWE pay-per-views, plus select audio simulcasts of weekly TV programming. A lot of people are losing their shit. They have been losing their shit about this all fucking week.
Everyone's been fake offended. I'm just going to keep it real.
Yeah. Oh, Thunder Rosa, she was kicked off. She hasn't been on the show in like 8 months.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about that too. Here's Dave LaGreca. He made this video a couple of days ago. So this is what he had to say about the whole thing. Now we're going to talk about this, and we are going to cover the whole Thunder Rosa thing. You know, I don't have the article up, but we're going to talk about it, and then we're going to talk about this guy having a bitch fit about it. So here it is. We're going to let David LaGreca explain what's going to happen.
Starting Monday, July 27th, we will be WWE Radio. Every show is going to be exactly the same that you know and love. Busted Open, Not Sam Wrestling Live, Off the Ropes, Busted Open After Dark. But now we're going to have the TV simulcast of Raw, of SmackDown, of NXT. We're going to have original Sirius XM productions of every major WWE PLE, homegrown, right here on WWE Radio Plus, Stephanie McMahon's podcast, Cody Rhodes, The Undertaker, Sam and Megan, all here. I cannot believe that a show that started for 1 hour, 1 day a week, is now going to be partnered with the greatest pro wrestling company, the biggest pro wrestling company, not just now, but ever in this great sport. And make no mistake about it. If you think I'm letting the foot off the gas, if you think you're not going to get what you're used to hearing from Dave LaGreca on a daily basis, you think I'm going to stop ranting? No!
Switch decaf. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. That was way too loud. Holy shit.
Woosa. God damn, Dave. Woosa. Jesus Christ.
He reminds me of this promo. Just,
like,
fuck.
A lot of people are losing their shit about this. Like, I was not expecting.
We're gonna let this finish out, and then we'll make a comment real quick.
Yeah.
Our first ever PLE, our first ever broadcast, SummerSlam. So you're gonna be able to hear night 1 and night 2 of SummerSlam right here on WWE Radio.
Yeah, well, I don't see the big deal is there. I think it's
they're like Big Dave sold out, Busted Open sold out. Like,
yeah, people are saying, oh, well, WWE bought they bought it. I'm like, no, they didn't buy it. They partnered with them. And second of all, people, I know what you said, T-Bro, the whole Thunder Rosa thing, and was like, well, Thunder Rosa, she's not going to be back on the show because she's part of AEW. Apparently, she's not been on the show in months.
I saw a tweet where literally the last time she was on was like October something, 2025.
Yeah,
we're in July now. That's like almost, what, 7-8 months? Something like that.
Yeah.
It's a while ago.
So
I know she tweeted something recently about it. You know, I get it. You know, it sucks that you're not going to be part of a show you've been part of for a while, but it's like she hasn't been on for a while. Anyway.
And then we had this guy. I had an interaction with him a little bit. He didn't reply back, but that's fine. That's fine. This guy, he had a fucking meltdown, and he was just like saying the most stupidest shit. So we're going to react to this real quick, and then we have 2 more reactions, and we're going to get out of here. This guy just totally is just like, this is not cool, this isn't good, yeah, et cetera, et cetera. So we're going to let this play out for a minute. Trey, if there's a part you want me to pause, let me know, and I'll make a comment.
Yeah.
Too. There's some stuff in here I was like, wow. Which is kind of ironic with the guy's podcast name. So we're going to let it play out, and you guys tell me what you guys think in the chat.
If you're in the pro wrestling podcasting space, whether you're a creator or you're a listener, the news that WWE has brought in, absorbed, purchased the SiriusXM Busted Open radio show has probably come across your newsfeed. And if it hasn't, well, pay attention, because this is bigger than people realize. And I'm going to give credit where it's due, because while JD from New York is much bigger than my platform, I just want to say I love his work, and he is the reason that this really came to my attention in a bigger way than I initially had kind of read this. And I'm going to give my perspective on it, and I encourage you to go listen to him. And this isn't really a promotion for his show, but he does a great job breaking this down. And I want to talk about this very quickly. So Busted Open Radio was absorbed or purchased by WWE Radio. So WWE has brought...
False. Fake news. Fake news. They did not buy it out. They're collabing with them. They did not buy it out.
It's a collab. It's not like they own them, you fucking retard.
Oh, God, dude. Okay. All right. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue.
In this show, along with Sam Roberts' show and others. And I have to say, this is a bit concerning, because what this has done, it has taken an independent wrestling voice, the largest independent wrestling voice, and it's now under the banner and control of WWE. And the first thing you'll hear, some of the pushback you'll hear from critics of this, of people who are critical of this, people who are pro this move, is, well, it's expansion. It's WWE just expanding their reach. To who? Who exactly is this new listener reaching? Because if you are already engaged in listening to Sam Roberts or Busted Open Radio with Bully Ray and Mark Henry and Nick Nemeth, then you already watch the product. You're not going to be reaching anyone new. This is, in my opinion, WWE's attempt and their continued push to control the narrative. And you've already heard it from Dave LaGreca, who I really enjoy. I think obviously he's created a hell of an empire. Good for him. But you've already heard from him that this is not going to change. You're going to hear my rants. Yeah, okay, sure. But until we use a couple of brain cells to figure out that this is not how it's really going to work, and it's not going to all change at once. We know that. It's not going to all change at once, where they're just going to start patting WWE on the back every single chance they get. But this is going to be something that expands over 6 to 12 months. What does this look like a year from now? And what you'll probably see, and what we've already seen from them, is a much softer, censored, sanitized criticism of WWE. What's going to happen now, and you can bet your ass this is what's going to happen, is that WWE Radio and the executives and management who are running it are going to want a list, a bulleted list of the topics that they're going to talk about, maybe some of the items they're going to be critical about. The reason that they're probably going to ask for this, and if they don't, then why would you absorb this network anyway? Why would you purchase this network? Why would you bring them in?
Again, they didn't purchase the network. It's a collaboration.
God damn it, guy. Look at your fucking research. And also, Sam Roberts has been working with WWE for a minute now.
That too, but here's the thing that has me laughing though, Trey. The guy who's talking about having an independent voice in wrestling and not being bought out and sold out is the same guy who has a podcast called the WWE Podcast.
Yeah.
Isn't that ironic? The guy who's upset about it is the guy who has a podcast called the WWE Podcast.
Yep.
And again, for context, I'm surprised this has not gotten. I'm not one of those people like, yes, we should fact check this guy. But like, the thing is, they didn't buy the network. They didn't buy SiriusXM Radio. They didn't buy
Sam Roberts. No. Sam Roberts he does the Raw post show now.
He's done that shit he was doing that shit during the pandemic, I think.
Yeah, he was working with them for a minute. He always been interviewing WWE people. He's already been loosely working with them anyway, right?
Yeah, and you know what? I didn't see anyone having a big stink last year, not last October, when Busted Open was in there with NXT, when Dave LaGreca and Bully Ray was in the crowd for No Mercy, that one show, the PLE.
No,
I didn't see the outrage there. But this guy over here, just like, yeah. They
also, Dolph Ziggler, who was the TNA guy, he probably will still be on there. He's on there sometime.
And again, if you don't want to work with said people, you do not have to work with said people. You can decline. It's like, okay, Would it happen? No. But this is for context, right? If WWE were to come to us and say, hey, Pin Down, we want to have you guys on. We're going to rebrand your show. We're going to call it WWE Talk or whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? But you can't be critical of the booking or this or that or the other. Respectfully, me and Trey and Cream would have told them, appreciate the offer, but go fuck yourself.
Yeah, we'll say go fuck yourself very nicely.
Because that's the most stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. You don't have to work with these said people. You know, we do live, I don't know where this guy thinks we live in, but we do live in the United States of America, so we can't be forced to do shit that we don't want to fucking do.
Yeah, we don't have to.
No.
It's called a choice, bro. It's freedom of choice.
Just like, I don't get the guy's gripe. But again, do I think he makes some decent points? Yeah, but Dave LaGreca said he's not going to do it. And I think if Dave LaGreca is probably going to have a stink, he's probably going to tell the Busted Open Radio or Sirius XM people, hey, look, this ain't working out. We need to get out of this maybe and see what happens there. But I don't think it's going to be something like everything's great with WWE, because I've heard Dave LaGreca, hell, he had a big sting when The Rock came back a couple years ago trying to take Cody's spot.
He called Bully Ray, criticizes every show.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like
and
all
AEW.
AEW, WWE, TNA, he criticizes all of them.
Well, let's continue real quick, because I think he's going to say something else stupid, probably.
They're going to want a list of it, and they're going to have to pre-approve what's going on the air. They're going to tell us outwardly, no, nothing's going to change. Everything's going to remain the same. The criticisms are going to stay the same. Well, if that's the case, then what did you need to bring them in for? You could have just let them be. They were successful as they are. What is the advantage of your WWE to bringing them in? You're not expanding your network. You're not expanding your audience reach because those people are already in the system. So the only conclusion is that they want state-run radio. They want to control dissenting voices. Dissenting voices like myself, like JD. Again, we're not on the same level. I totally understand. He's much bigger than I am, but I really admire what he does.
Yeah, totally not glazing JD from New York.
Yeah,
totally not.
This totally just isn't a glazing JD fest.
Yeah, totally not, guys. Totally not. Hey, JD, also, buddy, if you see this video, love your work. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Holy fuck. Holy fucking shit, dude. What the fuck? And again, they just said they're going to be doing it for WrestleMania weekend, right? For all we know, or SummerSlam weekend, excuse me. For all we know, a lot of people are on the road. Truck drivers, whatever the case may be. I assume that truck drivers, if they're wrestling fans, they're going to listen to this in their radio and in their big rigs.
Yeah,
and,
they can still listen to the show.
Yeah, I was going to say. So maybe they're going to have someone do commentary, like, I don't know, like a Vic Joseph or Booker T or like, what's his name? The guy from SmackDown, Joe Tessitore, and whoever the person may be. They do radio play-by-play on Sirius XM radio for people. Because it's like a baseball game. You can't watch a baseball game if you're on the road, but you can sure listen to it.
Yeah, WWE's trying to expand that market. I mean, that's something I've always imagine they did that in the Attitude Era.
Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, WCW tried to do that shit there for a while on the internet. They tried to do that. It didn't work out, but still, though, it's a new thing because I don't even know how much XM radio is for Busted Open. I don't have it, so. But still,
yeah, I don't listen to radio. I haven't listened to radio in a long fucking time. So.
But again, I don't think the big deal is. But this guy, oh God, here we go. I'm gonna continue.
But voices like myself, who use our platforms to call out WWE for their bullshit, we have no one to answer to except ourselves. Whereas now, Busted Open has a lot of people they have to answer to. You think they're going to bite the hand that feeds them? You think that they're going to now start to criticize things that they might deem a little questionable if management were to get involved, or if they were to look at it and see the critiques that they're putting on the air for millions of people, that they would be happy with that? No. Again, if you're WWE, the only incentive, the only goal you have is to control the narrative, to control dissenting voices, to silence them. So they bring in the biggest names and they put them under their banner of WWE Radio. Again, you are now going to slowly, not all at once, get a sanitized, softer version with pre-approved rants. The rants will still be there, and Dave LaGreca's right, they will be, but you don't think he's going to have to run them by the people that now own his ass?
There's no one to own. It's called a collaboration.
No one owns this.
Own
What
it.
do you, bro thinks this is like some dystopian film. Like, what?
They think it's like some fucking dictatorship, dude. Like, here's the thing. Do I think they'll have probably maybe say, what's kosher? Who knows? But I heard from like Bruce Pritchard. I heard like Bruce said, like when he was doing his podcast with Conrad, he said he called WWE up and it's like, are you guys mad at the podcast? Like, no, we actually like it because like, you're talking about old stuff and plus you're talking about us anyways. So again, positively or negatively, we talked about the whole Cultaholic thing early in the beginning of the show. We talked about it. Yeah, not the best thing to do, but also too, you're still talking about WWE. It's either positive or negatively. Their name's still out there.
Yeah.
My God, what the fuck? This dude, man, holy shit. Yeah, I'm independent voice. Says the guy who has a name called the WWE Podcast.
Yeah, we're pinned down. We have our own name at least. We're not AW Podcast, WWE TNA Podcast, or some shit.
Yeah, we're a wrestling podcast that covers multiple things. We're not talking about one specific company. We're talking about multiple. But this guy over here is just
do we mainly talk WWE? Because ultimately, obviously, that's the big head honcho. But we do talk about other companies.
Yeah, it's just like, my God, dude. Read the fucking room.
Of course they are. Otherwise, there's nothing here for WWE to gain. They are deathly afraid of independent podcasts. Not myself primarily. I mean, I'm not exactly huge at the moment. But those that are much larger, they are deathly afraid of those podcasts.
Afraid of what?
Yeah, what do you mean? Like, bro, you guys you really think you're like some revolutionary, don't you?
You know what? I got a perfect clip for this, Trey, and this fits perfectly.
Are you brainless? I speak. The ability to speak does not make you intelligent. Now get out of here.
Yes. Bro, you think you're like some revolutionary, like standing up to the man, right? You're standing up to the man.
Dude, it's just like, well, we want to control the narrative. We want to control what these people are saying. Dude, I've seen people say worse shit on Twitter than freaking on a podcast.
Yeah, do you not see what people say about WWE on Twitter?
My God, man. Holy fuck. Wow. I'm at loss for words right now. Oh God, there's still 2 minutes left of this. Let's just hear what he's got to say and move on from him because we got to get to another dumb fuck here in a minute.
Soiling the general view of the product when things go poorly. For all the garbage you hear from Nick Khan that we don't pay attention to negativity, kind of weird that you now try to buy up these podcasts and then rebrand them under WWE Radio to make sure that they are only saying things that you approve of. And I know it's not going to be controlled to the micromanaging level, and I'm sure Dave LaGreca would have a lot to say against this. But if you have, again, a couple of brain cells to rub together, if you're not expanding your network, the only reason to now put them under your banner is to control the narrative, to soften the product.
Someone tells me bro's just mad that WWE didn't contact him.
Yeah.
This is one of these
sound like that.
This sounds like soured fucking grapes. Like I should have that spot. I should have that fucking spot. The fuck, man? Come on. It's like, again, it's very ironic. The guy who has a WWE the WWE podcast is worried about the WWE trying to control people's narratives on a fucking radio show. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Like some grand conspiracy right now, bro. Like,
oh my God. Okay, let's continue.
And I hope everybody sees that. That is what's happening. That's what's happening. So let me know what you guys think about this purchase. It's huge.
Again, it's not a purchase. It's a collaboration. It's not a purchase. WWE didn't buy one fucking thing. It's an hour of fucking radio. You bald-headed fuck.
That's my problem with these people. Like, you, if you're going to have this channel, you have the fancy mic, right? You have all this setup. Nigga, research. Sorry, N-word came out there. It just kind of came out there. But, like, I mean it, though. Fucking research, buddy. Like, know what you're fucking talking about.
By the way, before anyone gets all offended, Trey is African American. He is black, so he can say that.
Yeah.
Okay?
It frustrates me. It just frustrates me because these people have, like, all these fancy tech and all this shit for their videos and streams. But you can't research 1 second and say, yeah, find out. Yo, it's not a purchase. It's a partnership.
This was basically Trey 2 seconds ago.
Because I just happen to be just a little bit confused and a whole lot of pissed off.
Yeah, I'm pretty mad at this guy because the amount of times he kept repeating, it's a purchase. They own them. And also, it just bothers me. He's acting like he's this fake revolutionary. I'm standing up to the man.
Trey, would you say that he's a revolutionary? He's a he's a revolutionary. He's a what's the shit that Seth Rollins always says? Revolutionary,
visionary,
everything in between. That's what it sounds like to me, man. This guy sounds like a fucking legit. This guy sounds retarded. I don't know what his subscribers are. I don't want to know, but fuck. Let's finish out and we'll move on.
News. This should be bigger even than it already is, because it is a window into what their goals are, what are TKO's goals and concerns. This is one of them. Those that they can't control, they're trying to buy up and trying to use them to now rebrand them under their own banner.
Again, you don't have to work with said people.
Busted Open isn't changing their fucking name. There's no Busted Open. You dumbass. There's a word there with two letters. It's called N and O. What's that spell, chat? That spells no. You don't have to work with these people. You can say no, bro.
God, man. Fucking
And
hell.
also, Busted Open isn't like WWE Radio now. That's just an overall name.
It's just a name, and they also said it's only going to be for an hour. So you mean to tell me Busted Open Radio is only going to talk about WWE for an entire hour, but somehow that's going to be rebranding the entire thing to the entire show? Okay, cool, buddy. Okay, all right.
So that they don't hear things that make their tummies hurt.
What?
What? What the fuck was that? What kind of comeback was that? Make the tummy hurt. The fuck?
What?
Where do I fucking start?
What the fuck was that? You're a grown ass. You're like a 40-year-old, 50-year-old man. You're saying your tummy fucking hurts? What?
I've never heard that before. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Tummy hurts?
What the shit was that?
Are you 5? Are you 5 years old? Daddy, my tummy hurts. What the fuck?
Shut up, bitch.
I love that's how the clip ends. I love that's where it ended. Like, really? That's how you end this?
Oh, it's got 6 more seconds, Trey. We got 6 more seconds.
Oh, no.
Okay, here we go.
All right. Let me know what you guys think about this. More on this to come, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you, Timo, Billy Zane, and Billy Joel. Holy shit.
We will not be talking soon. I never want to see your face again, homie.
Tell your story walking, bitch.
Yes. What? That hurt my brain.
I think you're extremely stupid.
There you go.
Yes. Again, you don't have to work with this said company. You can politely say no or go fuck yourself, like Ole Anderson said to Vince McMahon and Linda. Fuck you and fuck her. So
that's a great. Fuck you and fuck her.
Like I said, dude, this is so retarded, man. Legit, this is retarded. They got bought out. No, they didn't get bought out. They bought an hour of on air for an hour for WWE talk about WWE for an hour. How is that buying the fucking company? How is that buying Sirius XM radio? Holy shit.
I don't know. This dude hurt my head.
Oh my God. All right.
Sorry,
That's
Chat.
that person. We got two
Yeah,
more
TV
videos to react, chat, and we're gonna get out of here for the night. Boy, oh boy. We talked about one dumb fuck and talk about two other dumb fucks. Let's talk about freaking Jonathan Coachman and old Vinny Roo. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And by the way, real quick before I do that, I just got a text from someone who's watching the show that I'm a little laggy. So I'm going to leave real quick, Trey, and come back. So give me about 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Yeah. We will be talking about Vince Russo and Jonathan Coachman. We watched this clip beforehand, chat, so I want to put that out there. We already watched the clip a couple days ago, but man, you'll still get a natural reaction because it's still so stupid. This is over fucking candy. Over fucking candy. That's all this is about.
Oh, this is going to be bad. Okay, here we go. Let's see now. We're good. Sorry about that, chat. Like I said, I don't want to be laggy for everybody, but here we go. Here it is. Good old Coach and good old Vinny Roo. We're going to talk about what they had to say about the WWE Unreal and about the candy, which is the most weirdest shit I've ever heard. But yeah,
I've never seen this bitch gripe before. The other day we watched this.
This was what, yeah, we and Trey watched this for context. We didn't know what they were talking about, and then they said what they said. So genuinely, I remember half of what they said, but also the other half, this would be a genuine because I don't remember all of it. So let's just play it and hear what they had to say.
Yeah.
We went out to lunch. These were the creative meetings. So now we go to these boardrooms. There's 10 people sitting around a table, suits, ties, Hunter at the head of the table, the big whiteboard. Bro, this popped me huge. If you guys look closely at the boardroom, here's what kills me. So we've got this formal setting. Bro, first of all, creative and formal.
They don't go together.
Yeah, bro,
They don't go together.
It should be on Sesame Street. Which one does not belong? Creative and formal does not go together. I promise you, Trey and Parker, when they're writing South Park, they're not.
Hey, Trey, who's Trey and Parker?
You mean Trey Parker? Who the fuck is Trey and Parker? Oh my God, Russo. You fucking moron. Trey and Parker. You mean Trey Parker and Matt Stone?
Oh, God.
Trey and Parker. I can't. Trey and Parker, bro.
Fucking Russo. Fucking Russo. Fucking Russo.
Trey and Parker. Trey and Parker, bro.
Holy fucking shit, bro. Oh
Who
my
the
God.
fuck is Parker? Russo?
Peter Parker, damn it. Just
Trey and Parker. That's so bad. Oh shit.
What the fuck? Holy fucking shit.
It's still just as dumb the second time. Oh my God. Oh.
You serious? You went full retard, man. Never go full retard.
Just holy fucking shit.
Trey and Parker, bro. Trey and Parker.
Trey, I didn't know you knew Peter Parker.
Yeah, apparently so. I know people. Jesus Christ.
Holy shit. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue this dumbassery.
In a boardroom. I promise you, bro. But Coach, did you notice this?
What?
On the sides of the wall. It's like a candy store. They got lollipops. They got Rice Krispie treats. They got peanut M&Ms. And I'm like, wait a minute, bro. So this is a formal, everybody, impress Triple H, but yet It's going to be laid back because I'm going to have a Snickers. Like, bro, it is so, they are so out of bounds with so much stuff. It's freaking ridiculous, bro.
I'm so pissed at you right now because now I'm going to have to spend at least 3 minutes of my life going back and watching that.
Can I play?
Who gives a fuck? They got candy. Like, you know how many hours those guys are probably there to do booking, like for a week? Like, you know what I mean?
Probably a while.
They're probably there for a while. And I'm gonna keep it real. Bobby Roode, health nut. You can see that the way he still looks. You know, he's not in the ring. He still looks great. He looks like $1 million still. Triple H, I don't know about Triple H's current physique because the whole heart condition thing. So I don't think he looks the way he did before. Nor do I think he looks like shit. But still, though. But like, you know how many people are not really health conscientious in that writers' room's like, hey, you know what? I'll make me a Rice Krispie treat or a Reese's cup or something like that. What's the big fucking idea? Like, it's who's that fucking hurting anybody?
Yeah, what's the problem with that?
Like people's blood sugar. I mean, who knows? Someone might be diabetic on that.
You're telling me in the Hollywood productions they don't do that when they write movies?
Yeah, don't tell me that freaking George Lucas didn't have fucking like something in the background when he was helping doing something for Star Wars. Come on. What the fuck? This is like just like somewhat the weirdest shit ever. Oh, yeah, they got candy back there, bro. Well, what do you want them to have? Cocaine? Like what?
You want them to have like I don't know. Like, do you want them to have broccoli? Some shit? I don't know.
I don't know. Dumbass. Hang on. Let's continue this shit. Well, let's see what all Mr. Park and Trey have to say over here.
Play a video for you edited by the great Ben Hameen.
Of course.
Let me play a video for you. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to put it up to the camera, guys. Hold on. Let me put the volume on. You got watch this, guys.
Put the microphone next to it too.
What kind of rinky-dink bullshit is this?
Yeah, he puts his phone to the mic instead of just sharing his screen. Coach can share the screen like normal people who run a show on YouTube do. What is this shit?
This was edited by the Ben something he said. Hey, Russo, you do know you could have downloaded on your computer and told Coach or the producer of the show, whatever, to hit the share button and to share it from their mind. You're using StreamYard like we are, you dumb fuck.
How do us retards know that? And we're, like I said, we keep it real retarded up in here. And we know that. I'm going to put... Imagine if we ran the show like you, Cream, or me, put a camera with the phone to the camera or the mic or something, like... And you barely could see the video, dude.
I got one reaction to that, Trey.
Are you fucking retarded? The hell's the matter with you?
Yes.
And keep in mind, they have more subs than us, and they're doing this shit.
Oh, they got thousands of subs, but this is like supposed to be some big time production quality of a show, and we're three retards who can afford StreamYard didn't share our screen on fucking Twitter. Like what the?
We know how to at least share the screen on Twitter and not do this shit. Creed, put your camera to the fucking mic. Or Tyler, put your camera to the mic.
Oh my god.
Vince Russo, usually I don't like to take advantage of the mentally handicapped, but in your case, I'll make an exception.
Yes.
Yes, we will. Yes.
All right, let's continue.
That's Heyman, by the way. What's that?
We can't see it. Shaky cam. Fine.
Yeah, we can't see anything. I don't even know. That's like just a blob. That's all I can see.
That's Heyman, bro. That's Heyman right there, bro. Heyman. Thanks you, Russo. Can't even see it, but thank you.
God, what the fucking that?
Keep your fucking hand straight, dude. Hold it still. Hold it.
That's the other problem. You're like shaking your hand. That's why you don't do this.
Yeah, he looks like he's got a touch of the Parkinson's already. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Look, Michael J. Fox trying to hold a camera, try to shoot a movie. Fuck, dude. Hey, Russo, your phone's going off the fucking screen. We can't see the shit. Oh, my God.
Yeah, your hand's going to the side. Yeah, the phone's not even on screen anymore. So I can't even see what... Oh, my God, bro. This production value. Riveting.
God, you all make us look like you guys make us look like fucking competent retards right now. Holy shit.
At least know how to fucking share a screen.
Yeah, at least look, chat. Trey uses the camera to record. I don't think I'm breaking any kayfabe here, Trey, but Trey uses a fucking brick to record videos for YouTube. And these motherfuckers are doing this bullshit. the fuck are we doing?
Let me put my camera to the mic. And then can't even hold the fucking phone straight.
Oh my god. Okay, let's continue.
What are we doing, guys? Serious? Guys, Coach, have you ever heard of a think tank?
Yes.
That's where you write TV, guys. Guys, a think tank is you got a room, it's colorful, you got beanbag chairs, you got TVs, you got video games. Everybody is relaxed. Me and Ed used to have Jerry Springer on in the
What?
We had Trey. That's our writing process. That's how we did the whole John Cena thing. Yeah, we had Jerry Springer in the background too when we rebooked that shitty video we did about John Cena. Fuck. Oh my god.
Background. That's how you do creative, guys. You don't put dum-dums in the freaking conference room, man. Come on.
I've never, for a company that.
I wonder if Stallone had that in the background. Like he was just watching like an old like VHS of porno while he was trying to write Rocky. What the fuck are we talking about? Everyone's creative process is different, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. But they definitely didn't have Jerry Springer on, you fucking retard.
Friggin' Vince McMahon and Pat Patterson booked the territory for WWE at Vince's house in his freaking pool. What are you talking about? What? God.
That thrives, or at least used to, on healthiness. And if you go to
I didn't even think about that.
It's chicken breasts. Like you've been in catering, it's chicken breasts. What did Vince used to have brought to him by Brawler and Bruno?
Yeah,
Bruno. Yeah. It was chicken breasts. It was pasta.
Pasta.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I never even saw Vince pick up a dum dum.
Hey guys, Vince isn't there no more.
Yeah, Vince hasn't been there in like a couple years now.
Oh yeah, Jack. He watched Jerry Springer and he watched Maury. So there's that for you. Yeah, Vince isn't there. So now we want Vince back. You know he sucked creatively, but now we want Vince back from these two producing healthy shit. What the fuck, man? Come on.
Like one of the old wrestlers in the ring.
Vince didn't even put. Yeah, he didn't even put cream and sugar. It was black coffee. That's it, black coffee, man.
By the way, Triple H is on the board for the presidential fitness situation that they go to the White House for. What are we talking about?
Trey, I don't know about you, but did you see Triple H eating a Reese's cup or a Kit Kat bar or a Dum Dum?
No.
Fuck, man. Oh my god. This I'm saying, man. IWC people are so stupid. And you know what's sad? These two motherfuckers worked in the actual fucking business.
Yep.
Oh my god.
They're actually in the business. They're paid by said business. And they don't get it. They still don't understand the business, even though they worked it.
It's like what do you want them to have? Like in the freaking background? Do you want them just to have, I don't know, steamed piles of broccoli in the freaking jars, or like I don't know, pasta or something like shit like that? Like I said, half the people in that creative room, who knows, they're not really the most fittest people. Look at Bruce Pritchard again, coming from a fat guy. Bruce doesn't look looks like a guy who works out on the regular.
Yeah.
That other guy, the one black guy, what's his name? Ryan Ward. He's, he doesn't look like the most healthiest guy in the world. He looks like, he's kind of a chunky dude. Like I said, plus, you don't know who in that creative team is even like, who has low blood sugar, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Someone might be diabetic. You don't know anyone's situation. For them just to go off on this shit, it's just the most like weirdest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
It's like me going to Tony's room, like if Tony has a booking room, and I see Tony have a pile of pizzas. It's like, this is your creative process, eating pizzas? It's like, that's the weirdest shit ever, man.
Yeah, I don't really see why you get mad at that.
No, this is just like a real nothing burger from these guys. It really is.
I don't know what we're doing. I really don't know what we're doing anymore, man.
People are just saying, "Oh, Vince and Coach are just negative."
No,
I'm laughing.
It's hysterical. It's hysterical to me, bro. You're in a boardroom and the cabinets are lined with the peanut M&Ms.
Oh my God! But by the way, one other, because I feel like I have to do a disclaimer every time I say it, because especially right now with so many people losing their jobs. I don't want anybody to lose their job, but I want them to do their job. Like, do your job and then keep your job. So did you notice in Unreal when Michael Hayes is like, and bam, and bam, and bam, and bam. and Hunter's like, yeah. I couldn't help but take my mind always goes back to the wedding. It always goes like the biggest upset in the history of pro wrestling is that Michael Hayes is still employed at WWE. That's
wow.
It's a random shot at Michael PSAs for some reason. I don't know why. But
A guy who's been in the business since been 17 years old, who's seen more, who's worked in more territories than you and Coach have ever seen in your fucking life, actually made money, but now you want him to lose your job because you don't like him what he's doing creatively.
One of the most iconic factions in the industry, the Freebirds.
It's like when we make fun. It's like when we talk about Tommy Dreamer getting let go and other people let go from TNA with the whole creative process. We don't hate these people personally. We don't like their creative, but you know what? When you lose Michael Hayes, he's the finish guy. A lot of people don't know that he's the finish guy for WWE. Once you lose that element from Michael P.S. Hayes, then you're going to see people complain and bitch and say, "Wow, that finish fucking sucked." Michael P.S. Hayes has made more money than you two put together in your entire fucking lifetimes. And I would rather take Michael P.S. Hayes' fucking creative process than your two. Holy shit, man. What a guy said, I want someone to do their job, but the most biggest upset is this guy still got a job. Wow. Holy shit, man.
It's like that's the biggest upset for the world championship ever. My former partner. Oh, you talk about being in a closed room that sucks. That's doing Jacked or Metal with Michael Hayes.
Wow. Okay. Well, Coach, and all Vinny Roo, this is what I got to say to you before we go and move on to another action video, and then we're going to get out of here.
Are you brainless?
I speak.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent. Now get out of here.
Respond to that one time, jackass.
That's some bullshit, man. That was some bull fucking shit. All right, chat. We got one more video, and we're going to get out of here. So sit back, relax, because we're going to have a good laugh. Remember when Vince Russo just said that he was part of the creative team for WWE and all that shit, and he wanted to, he wanted to do said thing, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about this, because this to me is hilarious, man. Let me refresh it right here. It's not working. Hang on. Okay, so remember when Vince Russo said that his idea was watching Jerry Springer when he was doing said creative and all that good stuff? Well, chat, do I got a treat for you, okay? This came out a couple years ago, so we're going to play this. This is audio only, so you don't have to watch it if you don't want. But this is hilarious. Me and Trey found this. I'm like, you know what? This is something we got to react to. This is Vince Russo's idea for a pro wrestling company after WCW that closed up. We're going to hit play here in a minute. We're going to get the volume up so everyone can hear it. So here we go. Trey, you ready for a good laugh?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
You have teased me with this right before we went on the air. You said, have you seen this? Have you heard about this? And I had not. And you told me, I said, wait a minute. I said, just tell me when we go on the air, because as you got a half a sentence out, I was like, wait, what? And apparently this is something that the cult members, it's been out there on social media, but many people have directed it your way on behalf of me. Yeah, enough of talking about you. Let's talk about me. What do you think of me? Has apparently Stain now, he's written a new book, or is this in one of his other, I put them in quotation marks, books that he's written, and it's just now come to light, which kind of makes sense because somebody would have had to have read it before now, which I don't think anyone has. But where is this?
That's exactly.
Where is this?
This is an old book. This apparently is from Rope Opera, how WCW killed Vince Russo. And
oh, good.
Because
Lord.
no one paid attention, this somehow got overlooked. This is the chapter on bitch slap. Are you aware of bitch slap?
No, that's it. You said bitch slap, and you said, and he wrote his ideas down for. I said stop. I said stop it. Just tell me if you're going to tell me. I've never heard of this. Has anybody ever mentioned this before? Even to us, which normally I read some of his bad formats on the air, right? And this has never been part of our conversation.
I had never heard of bitch slap. Again, I had made fun of the book title. I don't own this book. Now I want a copy of it, but apparently it's out of print. I don't have this in my wrestling library. I'll read a little bit from here before we get to the descriptions, a little bit of the setup. Before I continue with Life After Wrestling, I'm going to backtrack for a second and tell you the story of a television project I pitched with Jeremy Borash following the crash and burn of WCW.
Oh, good Lord.
The show was called Bitch Slap. And the federation that surrounded it was Sports Entertainment Extreme. Yes, the same Sports Entertainment Extreme that was used by TNA less than a year later. For those of you that aren't putting it together, Sports Entertainment Extreme is extreme with an X, is sex.
Sex.
So the
Do you think that he was one of the young adult men that believed that if you played with yourself that your palms would grow hair and you would go blind until he was out of college?
You know, who knows at this point, but I think it's important once again to say the parent organization of Bitch Slap was sex. The brainchild of Borash and me was inspired by my teenage love for glow.
You know, I know Jeremy has some wild out there ideas, but I'm wondering if he's getting painted with this brush without his knowledge. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
The brainchild of Borash and me was inspired by my teenage love for Glow, Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, a show that was decades ahead of its time. Glow offered beautiful, sensuous, and sexy female wrestlers, with the exception of the 300-pound Mount Fuji.
Oh, for God's sake.
He puts her down with hugely over-the-top characters such as the Farmer's Daughter, Lady Godiva, Tiffany Mellon, Tina Ferrari, the tag team of Hollywood and Vine, and Vicky Victory. You can only imagine the impact that this show would have on a 14-year-old just sliding into puberty.
Yeah.
It gets better, chat. It gets better. You ready, Trey? You ready for this shit?
Yeah.
Listen to this bullshit.
Back to me.
Oh my God!
Wait a minute, he wasn't 14 when that went on the air.
Wait, what? No, Glow started in what, 1985 or 6?
Yeah, 86 maybe.
He's my age. He would have been 25 years old.
So you lying piece of shit.
Oh my God! Wow. Okay, that's hilarious. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's continue.
God damn it, Vinny Roo! I figured out the store I could buy the fucking Hustlers in when I was 16. You were that for 9 years behind? You're watching tits and ass on fucking television?
He just named half the roster.
He was 25 years old. Glow did not exist until 1986.
Based on this general concept, JB and I were going to take women's wrestling into the 21st century. Inspired by the Attitude Era of Raw, we were going to launch these bodacious battling babes to a place they had never dared to venture before. And it was going to be crass, and there was going to be nudity. That's why JB and I pitched.
The problem was it was all boar ashes.
And it was going to be. Oh, I read that.
To keep his shorts on. Son of a bitch.
That's why JB and I pitched it to the execs at DirecTV as a weekly pay-per-view show long before TNA was presented to them in the very same format. To this day, just to entertain ourselves, we pull out the bitch slap pitch and read it aloud until tears of laughter begin to flow down Jeff Jarrett's face.
Jeff Jarrett heard this for 2 seconds like, wow, this is the biggest piece of shit I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man. Could you imagine listening to this shit live? I would have been crying too. Oh my God. Okay, let's continue.
By the way, let me just say this also, that I'm sure that it was probably pitched before the idea of TNA being a weekly pay-per-view was pitched, and I'm sure that many bad ideas were also pitched with the same idea of weekly television or pay-per-view that people said, no. Are you out of your fucking mind? Let's hear this.
Well, it says here in parentheses, God forgive me, I wrote this before I was saved.
Oh, fuck.
But it's too far.
What? What the
What?
What? Wow. Okay. I'm not going to get all religious here, but oh my God. Could you imagine saying that on a book? God forgive me. That was before I got saved. This guy, okay. Has anyone ever heard Russo talk recently? The guy talks like a fucking sailor, but now he's telling how he's saved? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's how it works. All right. Whatever. Anyway, let's continue.
Funny not to share.
Oh,
well, here's some of the roster, Jim, the descriptions.
I'm not allowed to be funny anymore because I'm a Christian, but look, when I thought I was funny, here's what I did.
Toxic Shock. Many of the superstars of Bitch Slap wrestle with no strings attached. However, this is not the case with the very volatile Toxic Shock.
Wait. Oh, my God. I don't know how many people today understand that, but that's one of the grossest, most offensive things I've ever heard already.
What?
Brad, do you get that?
What am I missing? I'm just reading it quickly. What am I missing?
Okay, when would this have been written?
This would have been around the time of the formation of TNA, maybe shortly before, 2001, 2002.
Okay, well, it may have even been old news then, but there was a period of time where it was in the news that a number of women did, or they thought that a number of women had, or whatever, contracted toxic shock syndrome, like whatever. Remember when that was a thing? Wasn't that
Mike Von Erich?
Mike Von Erich.
Yeah.
The infection, toxic shock syndrome from a bad infection, blah, 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 from their tampons. From the tampons. Now go back and read that fucking blurb he just wrote.
Oh my God. Wow. Holy fucking shit, dude. Wow.
Well, now that I know that, it gets better from there.
No, go back and read it again now that everybody knows it.
Many of the superstars of Bitch Slap wrestle with no strings attached. However, this is not the case with the very volatile Toxic Shock. Like a dog in heat, this stuck-up, temperamental temptress uses the pads of the Bitch Slap ring to the max. While she tends to turn men off with her moody demands, she claims she can make gay men menstruate. Always craving chocolate, she rides her own cycle.
What the fuck?
What the fuck are we hearing right now?
Shit.
This is your king. This is your king.
What the fuck? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, this is bad. This is Jesus, bro.
And she shows up to wrestle once a month. So she,
you know, here's the thing: is we're not laughing at the material, and I think that's what he failed to recognize when Jeff Jarrett would bring it out. You're laughing that a grown adult man would put that on paper and admit to being the author, and put it in his fucking book, and tell God it was too funny to share.
I thought someone would buy this. He thought someone was going to say, you know what? You're onto something. Let's do it.
At this point, he is a married man in his 40s, and authoring shit like this. All right, keep going.
You know what's interesting? Toxic Shock rides her own cycle. She only wrestles once a month. She only wrestles on her period.
Apparently, you know, and well, it doesn't have to fucking use a blade.
Well, Jim, what about homeless Heather?
Oh,
nice box, commented a young boy to his loving father as they walked.
What the fuck?
What? Wow.
Wow. Wow. Holy shit. And this is the person who takes responsibility. He says he's the reason why the Attitude Era was so successful. Oh my God.
Yeah. And these were his ideas.
By homeless Heather's place of residence on the sidewalk just outside the Bitch Slap Arena.
Oh, now he's getting fucking wrestling gimmicks from bad Playboy cartoons.
And it really is like Glow, just everything's happening in that little universe.
Yes.
The only bitch slap competitor who wrestles for food. Homeless Heather is the she-god of the shelter.
Oh my God.
Not only does she compete in the bitch slap rings, but Heather also serves as cleanup crew as she wheels her shopping cart around the arena in search of aluminum cans during the show. Burning her bra for heat in the twilight of the September sky, homeless Heather hits the soup kitchen before dusk. A riot around the ladle. Heather is loved by her fellow bums, but it's no laughing matter when she steps into the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to keep in mind that he presented this in written form to executives for a broadcasting company, DirecTV, with the idea that people would pay to see a show revolving around these characters.
And Jeremy Borash was so down on his luck, he said, hey, can I come?
And Jeremy's very agreeable. He'll do anything with anybody. But again, I hesitate whether to paint poor Jeremy, who apparently is still gainfully employed in the wrestling business somewhere behind the scenes, to ascribe this to him. But go ahead. He may have just been sitting there nodding, going, hey, there you go.
Here's one for you. Kentucky Love with Papa Woody. Get your raincoats, kids. Kentucky rain is falling. To say things are a little different in the Kentucky foothills is an understatement. Kentucky Love, a bluegrass, bosomy, bodacious bimbette, is the envy of every father's eye. Every farmer's eye.
Well, it could have gone either way with who we're talking about.
I was gonna say that could have been an incest angle right there for Russo. He did do beaver cleavage, for God's sake.
Yeah, he did.
Oh my God. Okay, we're almost done, chat. We're almost done.
However, for Kentucky Love, there won't be any sowing wild oats. With shotgun in hand, Kentucky's father, Papa Woody, holds a very special place when it comes to his divine daughter. You see, Kentucky Love is Papa Woody's forbidden fruit.
What? Huh?
What? What am I hearing right now? Jesus, my ears. This is even worse the second time. Yeah.
dude.
Oh. Ooh. Ooh.
I'm
Sorry,
in
Jack.
shock right now. Holy fucking shit.
Who the fuck wrote this bullshit?
Russo.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, let's continue. Holy shit.
However, though she attempts to keep her fondling father in line, Woody is hell-bent on bobbing for his daughter's apple.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Yeah, these are just keep getting worse and worse. They just keep getting worse and worse.
Dude, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
This is like some of the most degenerate shit I've ever heard in my life. This makes me sick.
Yeah. And he wanted this shit in wrestling, bro.
Mm-mm-mm.
What is the matter with him? How was he treated as a child? What is what is his relationship with sexuality?
It definitely is some like repressed thing.
And
right?
I'm seeing Papa Woody as Denver Pyle. And that's the most disgusting visual that you can possibly have. And Denver Pyle is fondling Donna Douglas. And then it's all over the place when he makes these fucking...
Well, it sounds like Papa Woody's a manager. We have a tag team next. Jim, Blackbeard and Treasure Chest, the Ass Pirates.
Wait a minute. Can you be a female ass pirate?
Well, we're going to find out. Ahoy, matey. Like the
God.
swashbucklers of the Caribbean, Blackbeard and Treasure Chest, the Ass Pirates, have buccaneered their way to the seats of Bitch Slap. Sword fighting, a specialty. That's the way it's written. Sword fighting, a specialty. The Ass Pirates force their opponents to walk the plank.
Wait, hold on. I think he's reading the wrong fetish material. So far, this is a male tag team.
Well, no, it's a female tag team that are actually
sword
pirates.
Fighting?
Well, sword fighting.
Ass pirates?
Well, I guess. Well, maybe they forced.
No, not maybe. I mean, what is he? He's not sure. He wandered into the wrong aisle in Adult World.
Well,
and he made the wrong notes.
Through their revealing denim shorts, the Ass Pirates.
I'm still not wrong.
The Ass Pirates invite rump wrangling to those seamen who lust after them.
God damn it!
Action heroes to the preteen audience. The preteen audience.
Fuck! Jesus Christ! I wouldn't.
Dude, can you imagine? This is the guy who's been telling people he has the great ideas how to help modern wrestling. Modern wrestling. This is what he's got in mind.
Yeah, this shit. Yeah.
Can you see why he had to buy into JCW? Because JCW were the only people who let him do this type of bullshit.
Yep.
Oh my god. We almost got a few more minutes. Holy fuck.
Put this on television for the adult audience. He's god damn it.
You know, much like Jeff Jarrett, I have tears coming down my face right now.
What is it? Is it again? He means this.
Action heroes to the preteen audience.
And also, this is still an intergender tag team situation because these two are guys.
Blackbeard and Treasure Chest are among the 10 most wanted in every elementary school in America. No, not for prematurely causing cannons to fire, but rather leaving blue balls behind.
What in the world? Is it? He doesn't even know which segment of the children he's trying to corrupt here.
Another character is Birdie Hole for One, a PGA legend. Birdie Hole for One claims she doesn't need wood to win in the rings of Bitch Slap. Nicknamed Butch by her fellow competitors and sporting a rock-solid 28, 24, 36 figure. Birdie's sexual preference has been in question since the day she refused to stroll through Tiger's woods. Handicapped by a mean streak, male officials of bitch slap beware. Keep your balls away from Birdie Hole for one. 4!
Can anybody now, if there's ever been any doubt, understand the level of juvenility and banality and anality and fucking insufferable douchebaggishness?
Maybe you're prejudging this. We're not even done.
No, this is what I had to endure. Not this specific shit, but this overall shit.
I can see why Cornette hated his guts. My God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Is what you have to endure around this fucking ignorant cretin. The level of 8-year-old fucking nonsense.
Well, Jim, much like the British Bulldogs had Matilda, here's one. Beastie Alley with her little dog Scroat. Wanted by the Humane Society in 48 states. Apparently it's legal in North and South Dakota. Beastie Alley and her little dog Scroat have brought their act to bitch slap. Posted on Outpoke Hands across America, Beastie Alley brings new meaning to the term puppy love. With his eyes not the only thing bulging, let's not forget that Scroat is the innocent victim being held
With his
against his
eyes
will.
not the only thing bulging, the dog who's looking at the girl, but well, with old Beastie Alley, could we find out that maybe the dog's eyes were bulging for another reason?
Well, Jim, let me finish this. But Beastie beware, every dog has its day, and it may be only a matter of time before Rover takes over. So you're promising the people at DirecTV that a dog's gonna fuck a woman in a wrestling ring?
I'm telling you, you've never seen anything like it. The woman's gonna bend over, and the dog is gonna walk on its hind legs, and it's got a giant throbbing, and it's gonna fuck the girl, and her eyes are gonna bug out, and we're gonna sing the song Rover Takes Over on your air.
What about the tag team of Moose Knuckle and Camel Toe?
Oh, and you know, he's already done that. He did that on TNA. Remember Mickey Knuckles? The outlaw indie mud show girl wrestler became Moose Knuckles.
Well, here, they came from two different worlds. From the mountains of the Ozark, Moose Knuckle is a bosomy lumberjack who wields a wicked axe, while Camel Toe is a highly ranked officer in the Iranian National Army.
What?
Together, this unlikely duo has wrought havoc among the ranks of bitch slap, but there is a problem. After a night of passion with a crew of young, innocent American sailors, both Moose Knuckle and Camel Toe have suffered a social disease which has disfigured their most intimate of areas. At press time, Moose Knuckle and Camel Toe are in search of the cure, and their quest to finding it, they will take no prisoners.
What the fuck? Oh my God.
What are we hearing right now? This is just...
Oh my God.
What? What on God's great earth?
This is bad. We only got a few more minutes, chat, and we're going to get out of here. My God, this has been... Wow. This has been a podcast, Greg. This has been a show.
It's been a show. Yeah.
So they have.
So they're gonna beat up other girl wrestlers until somebody spills the secret of how to cure a swollen pussy.
It appears that is what that tag team of Moose Knuckle and Camel Toe will be doing. Yes.
He showed this to people. He didn't just get drunk and do this and then the next day wake up and burn it before anybody in his family saw it. He's admitting to this in public. What is this? What religious people think of their wives or girlfriends or women in their lives? How would this?
He wasn't
fly?
religious. He had to find the religion after releasing something like this.
Oh Christ! He needed to find a goddamn psychiatrist or a hooker, one or the other. Has he been laid now? Were his children immaculate receptions? I'm wondering if he's ever been laid at this point. What is his deal with the goddamn? I don't. Which group would protest this first on basis of what racism or what sexism or what anti-ism?
Well, we have another.
I've got to go ahead.
We have another tag team, Jim. MBP, missing body parts, Stumpy and Gimpy.
Oh, God.
Park in their space, and you better be ready for both a fine and a fight. Stumpy and Gimpy, collectively known as MBP, are two handicapped heroines who have learned to use their disabilities to their advantage. Walking tall and carrying her wooden leg, Gimpy will literally stick one foot in her mouth while inserting her wooden peg up your ass.
What the fuck, bro? What? What the hell? Oh my god.
Oh my god. We got 6 more minutes of this shit, Trey.
Jesus.
Oh my god. Let's get this over with. Oh my god. This is bad, dude. This is fucking the most terrible shit I've ever heard in my life.
This is Vince Russo.
This is Russo's booking. My god.
Oh, for God's
Stumpy sometimes.
God damn it, I saw that on a German video one time. I can't believe he saw the same thing.
Stumpy, sometimes referred to as the one-armed bandit, has one of the most devastating combinations in the business today. When she hits you with a right, and then a right, and then another right, you will most likely be down for the count. Can you lose to a one-legged woman in an ass-kicking contest? You may, if you are in the ring with MBP. How do you think that works as a good tag team?
I'm sure there's some type of social organization that could boycott him for that. Well, I'm just not sure which one applies.
We have a couple more profiles here. Nurse Hershey with Dr. Proctor.
Oh,
bend
no,
over.
He's stealing from Boyd Pierce. Dr. Proctor's Red Rectum Rockers.
Well, bend over and say, ah! The team physician of Bitch Slap, Dr. Proctor, is known to be a real ass man within the locker room. Assisted by the lovely Nurse Hershey, Dr. Proctor feels his way around the superstars.
So we're going to rip off Billy Gunn.
Yep, basically, female Billy Gunn.
Female Billy Gunn. She's an ass girl. Okay. God.
That doesn't it's the same at all, but
yeah. Oh my god. Anyway, let's continue.
Assuring that each and every one of them has a clean bill of health. Anally retentive, the popular Dr. Proctor has become so overbooked that the robust Nurse Hershey has been forced to increase her role. Now the physician to the male management team of Bitch Slap, Nurse Hershey lets her fingers do the walking while her rectal thermometer does the talking. Ouch!
But wait again, because if Dr. Proctor is a guy, then what? He's not even wrestling. He's just going around sticking his finger up these girls' asses.
Well, it sounds like we may have a Sunshine Jimmy Garvin situation. Nurse Hershey's starting to interact with other men on the roster, or not on the roster, I guess.
Well, who gets to stick what up her, or what is she sticking up who? Who is being penetrated, and who are the penetrators in all of these scenarios that he's putting things up people's asses? Cause we can't analyze him properly. I'm talking about the author himself, unless we understand what his fantasies entail. Is he pitching or catching or neutral, or who the fuck is penetrating who here with what?
Well, Jim, there's Grandma Gas.
Oh, good Lord.
Constantly blowing her own horn.
I bet she is.
It's a methane madness, or it is methane mad or methane madness.
Methane.
I'm thinking of Mr. Methane, who used to be on Howard Stern. It is methane madness when Grandma Gas steps into the ring at Bitch Slap.
Smells like rotten eggs.
Fueled by a flatulent fanny, this Queen of Brown Wind uses her deadly gas to gag her opponent into submission.
Why do people still want to have this to talk to this fucking guy?
Yeah.
Oh my god. This is like some of the worst shit ever, dude. Oh my god.
Leaving revenge on their minds and skid marks on their bodies. Riding a Geritol high, this walking wind tunnel will catch you off guard with her finishing maneuver, the colon cleansing ass blast. She depends on it.
Oh,
and then it says here,
who's going to play these parts? If DirecTV had been on some type of LSD trip that day and say, you know what, that's a good idea.
The rest of the
How would he have done this?
The rest of the Bitch Slap roster were filled out with various other superstars such as Terry Springer, Britney Shears, Fleminem, Yenta the Jewish American Princess, Lorena Choppet, Jenny Knockersville, and Q Cumba. Amy is going to kill me for including this. But I think it's relevant when laying out my journey.
And I would think divorce proceedings would be more apropos than actual homicide. But hey, you know, if she wants to put her whole heart and soul into it, I wouldn't argue with either.
This is embarrassingly bad, and that really is it there, Jim.
Okay, that's the last of that. Holy fucking shit, dude.
Yeah, that was bad. That was bad, bro.
To put a bow on this real quick, I think that's the only thing we have to say, and we're going to get out of here, chat, real quick. This is it.
Are you brainless?
I speak.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent. Now get out of here.
Yeah, this is...
That was god-awful. I know people who I know that like Russo. That's fine, but my God, I don't have to, and I don't want nowhere near this fucking idiot. But on that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get out of here. Trey, what do you got to promote real quick before we do?
I guess our Dynamite watch along. I think we'll actually do it this Wednesday. You know,
we're going to try to. If we don't, we definitely will be live next Saturday and Sunday for the SummerSlam watch along, where we're doing a watch along for both nights, for night 1 and night 2. We will be watching it and hanging out with you guys in the Discord. And we'll be streaming it as not streaming the pay-per-view, excuse me. We'll be streaming on Pin Down, do a live reaction to it and all that good stuff. So it's gonna be it should be a good time. So hopefully you guys will come in there and hang out with us and do so. If you're new here, if you watch this on replay, greatly appreciate you. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and share if you are new. And even if you're not new, please do the same thing as well. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share. It really, really does help us out. Help the channel grow. We would greatly appreciate if you would do so. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you guys hopefully on Wednesday. If not, we will definitely see you guys on Saturday and next Sunday for SummerSlam night 1 and night 2. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, take care.
See you later.